today. So,
Okay.
very
Except for at the technology section, they're a little crazy over there.
Yeah, they're a little push.
Okay, be good, everybody. Lenox Mall has already been opened since 3 hours now at this point, and Perimeter will be open starting just at this hour. It's opening. Director of Marketing at Lenox Square Mall, Lindsay Jones, says they have been working weeks in advance to prepare for the shopping holiday.
Collecting everybody's deals and offers because there's a lot of really exciting deals and offers happening this year.
Both malls say while Black Friday is still popular, the holiday has evolved into a week-long shopping experience with deals starting before December. Well, after gaining popularity each year in Buckhead, Atlanta's German Christmas Market is making a big move to the Lawrenceville Lawn near downtown Lawrenceville. Marco Faltsky, a chief operating officer with the Atlanta Christkindl Market, says they offer all kinds of authentic treats.
Cinnamon nuts, the Glühwein, apple cider, hot chocolate, brats.
And he says they've worked closely with the city of Nuremberg, Germany, the home of the original Christkindl Market. That Atlanta version is opening most days between now and Christmas Eve. Right now, 9:03. We'll have traffic and weather next. And we go now to Chinwe Maponyakuk live in the 24-hour traffic center.
Better news in Doraville. That crash is officially cleared from the ramp of I-85 southbound, trying to get onto I-285 southbound. So no more delays heading to the south side if you're trying to work your way into Tucker and Clarkston. Everything working well on the inner and outer loops of that east perimeter. The support is sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Macy's Backstage is a whole department inside your Macy's store where you can find so many holiday essentials, all for under $25. Don't wait. Find a location at Macy'sBackstage.com. I'm Chinwe Maponyakuk, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Partly cloudy skies, breezy, and staying cold. High 47, but the feels like wind chills will remain in the 20s to 30s for much of the day. Actual temperatures tonight in the upper 20s to low 30s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, high near 50. Rain showers return on Sunday with highs in the low 50s.
And right now, sunny 33 degrees in Woodstock. You're at 34 degrees in Suwanee as well as Decatur. We'll have more news for you at 9:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Cheryl Castro, 95.5 WSB.
Shelly, this is the part where you have to say, hey, it's Shelly, I'm in for Mark.
I'm telling you, I'm boycotting. I should not be here. It's the day after the holiday. I got great pie. I'm not talking. I'm just going to eat pie all morning.
You're in for Mark, so I need you to talk.
I'm not
just
saying
a little
anything.
bit.
This is wrong.
Andrew, help me out here.
This is wrong. This is wrong. I
We're
can't believe
all
I'm here.
Yeah, we all have to be here.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying
yes.
anything. I'm not going to say anything. I've never worked the day after Thanksgiving. I'm going back to summer jobs.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, this is crazy that I'm here today. Well, okay, I guess. Shelly Winters, my name, and I'm working on the day after Thanksgiving with the Deborah Green, the executive producer, and Longoria, and my cousin Vinny. I'm filling in for Mark Aram. Let me tell you how they set me up, guys. This is how they set me up. I get an email about a couple months ago, maybe a month and a half ago, and it says, fill in dates for Mark Aram. I don't need to know anything more than that, right? Because I love to fill in for Mark Aram. I love to do talk radio, period. I love to do my show, which airs Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And so I love this job, right? I don't want anybody to think differently. But when I see the headline, the subject matter, fill in dates for Mark Aram, I just automatically reply, okay, yeah, available. Because I don't do anything. I don't travel. I don't take days off. Then Monday, I realize, I'm filling in Friday. It's the day after Thanksgiving. So the email I got did not say fill in the day after Thanksgiving for Mark Aram. It just had a date on it. So, I'm kind of upset. I love doing this, ladies and gentlemen. The number, 448-720-0750, 1-800-WSB-TALK. If you're on the roads for Black Friday and you're shopping, which coming here doesn't seem like anybody's out on the roads because there's no cars out on the highway. But, if you happen to want to call in and say something, you can. We're going to have a good show for you. But, I'm in protest. I'm in protest for the next 2.5 hours.
Well, we're all here too, and initially we were told that we were going to have the day off, and so we're not in protest, but we were just as surprised as you.
Well, and then Eric Von Hessen, the Doctrinaires, they're usually off the day before Thanksgiving. They had to work on Wednesday. They were complaining the whole time.
Oh my gosh, they had to work on Wednesday.
That's
So
what
did
I
we.
said. It's the day before. Imagine working today. And I've noticed something also. I don't know if anybody else has noticed this, but here in the studio today, working live the day after Thanksgiving, first thing in the morning, just happens to be the Hispanics and the black people.
Oh yeah, the minorities are here. Yeah. We always show up. Yeah.
There's DEI for you. Ladies and gentlemen, Shelley Winter filling in for Mark Aaron. We're going to be here all morning long. We're going to have a good time with you, keep you out there shopping. If you have any deals, or what I'd like to do, Deborah Green, 404-872-0750, 1-800-WSB Talk. If you're out and about shopping and you come across a great deal, like call us up and let us know. Let the audience know where there's some great deals out there. I saw a 65-inch television set at Walmart for $378. I think that's a very good price. Longoria, you have a family member, so I haven't bought a new TV in many years. Is that a good price? 65-inch for $378?
Oh yeah, that's
a
great
good price, right? And it used to be back in the day, Hisense. Like those brands, those are great brands now.
Yeah.
They're very good brands. So, I want to talk about yesterday, Thanksgiving, certain rules that I realized yesterday for Thanksgiving dinner. First of all, I want to tell everybody, if you're not a real chef and you just kind of mess around in the kitchen, like you're not your grandmother or your grandparents or auntie and them, don't post pictures of your food. I saw some postings of pictures, turkeys coming out of the oven, and I was like, that turkey looks raw. No, for real. And it's people bragging, hey, look at my turkey. I'm like, dude, you might want to check the temperature on that breast because it looks raw. Or postings of pictures of food. You can tell when food is seasoned. It has a certain look to it, right? I saw mashed potatoes that look like it came right from the box, and people are posting.
Mashed potatoes do not come from a box. Real mashed potatoes.
Well,
are
that's what I'm saying.
potatoes,
Yeah, exactly. But I'm just telling you, that's a rule of Thanksgiving in the age of social media. If you're not a real cook, like if your family doesn't come to your house leaving with tons and tons of leftovers, you probably shouldn't post pictures of your food on social media. Another rule of Thanksgiving. If I'm hosting, right, and people are coming to my house to eat, like yesterday, they're coming to our house to eat, and the time is 3 o'clock. At 3 o'clock, whether the grace has been said, or whether everyone's there or not, I should be able to eat, at least snack, right? I mean, do you all agree with that? If I'm hosting, I should be able to snack all day if I want to.
Well, snacking all day is fine, but I always just tell people like an hour earlier because someone's going to always late.
We call that CP time.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm just saying someone's always late, so you always give them an hour so that they get there, and then food's ready.
So when are you allowed to eat? Do you have to wait? I hate having to wait. You have to, and the house smells like food. So that means you're walking around smelling good food and you can't eat. I think that should be a rule of Thanksgiving. My second rule of Thanksgiving. I want to shout out, yesterday I got up early in the morning, which is another reason why. So I got up early Wednesday morning because I had to go shopping. Spent all day shopping Wednesday. Went and did my show, which airs Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Thursday, I got up early. It's 7:30, quarter to 8 yesterday morning to go feed the homeless or hungry at Hosea Helps. So I did that early in the morning. And then now this morning, I couldn't do anything last night. I couldn't drink. I couldn't stay up late playing cards. Everyone was playing spades up until like 1 o'clock in the morning. I had to defer and said, I can't play because I had to get up early in the morning. These are the things. The more and more I talk about it, the more I realize how my social life on this wasn't a real Thanksgiving to me. It really. And then this morning I had to get up early to come here, which I love doing this show. I love filling in for Mark, but I had to come here early. So when I get home, guess what?
You're going to eat and take a nap?
No.
You're going to play spades
there's
and
not
drink?
going to be as much leftovers because everybody that's at the house are eating leftovers right now as I speak. So there's going to be less left. Usually I get up, eat my leftovers, go back to sleep. When I get home, all the turkey, all the dark meat's going to be taken from the turkey. There's going to be nothing left but breasts. All the collard greens, the seasoning is settled in right now. That's going to be gone. The mac and cheese was already almost gone last night, so that's going to be gone. I mean, there's just so many reasons why I should just, after this segment, get up and go home.
I did bring you a pie.
You did bring a pie. Can you tell us about the pie you made? Because you might be able to sell these pies.
I'm not selling the pie. No, I knew none of us wanted to be here today. And so I'm like, all right, I'll make everybody a pie. So I made you guys a pie. So that was my.
I'd like to shout out another business opportunity. You know, Mark's always talking about investing and starting a new business. Well, I'd like to take over that role just for today. And I'd like to put you in business for your pies. And Erin Caiaccio, Erin Caiaccio, Bill Caiaccio's daughter, makes a pumpkin bread.
Yeah, they brought some in the other way.
Well, let me tell you, she made me a loaf for myself. And shout out to Erin Caiaccio, because I tell you, with your pie and Erin's pumpkin bread, we can make a lot of money here. You know, well, I'm an investor. Someone's got to invest in the ingredients and marketing. I'm handling marketing, but I'm telling you, Erin and Deborah Green. Deborah Green's. Now, here's another thing. This is what I thought it was sweet potato. You said it's not.
No, I made pumpkin pie for you.
Okay, so I can't tell the difference between sweet potato and pumpkin pie.
Well, pumpkin pie tastes better.
Well, see, that's the thing. They both taste the same to me. What did I say when I took a bite of this? I asked
You're
you
like,
what.
oh, it must be sweet potato.
Yeah,
There's a difference. There's a difference.
See, everyone tells me that. I cannot tell the difference between sweet potato.
There's a slight difference.
Texture difference.
Yeah, a little bit, but more taste too.
See, I can't taste the difference. I think it's just my taste, but I seriously tell you, if you put two pies in front of me and one is pumpkin, one is sweet potato, I cannot taste the difference. They both taste synonymy, whatever that word is. They both have, all the little flavor. They both taste the same to me. They really do. And I don't know, I might be the only one. Let's find out, right? 404-872-0750, 1-800-WSB-TALK. Can you describe the difference in taste between sweet potato and pumpkin without saying they taste different? You know what I mean? Can you describe the difference? Shelley Winter in for Mark Arum. We are going to talk some politics, but we're going to have fun. It's the day after Thanksgiving. Several reasons for you to call in, especially call in if you see out and about any Black Friday deals that you want to share with the audience. And also, can you describe the difference in taste between sweet potato pie and pumpkin pie? Because your humble host of the Shelley Winter Show, Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. on this great station, has never been able to tell the difference between the two. Shelley Winter in for Mark Arum. We will be right back. Oh, I went early. Yes, let's go check traffic.
9:15 in the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center. Hey, Shelly. That's okay. We got a good news for you, though, that Downtown Connector is working well. I-75, 85 north and southbound. You got 11-minute trip time from Atlantic Station, 17th Street, exit 251, down to Langford Parkway. This report is sponsored by Georgia Aquarium and World of Coca-Cola. Georgia Aquarium and World of Coca-Cola have partnered to give you the best of both worlds, all under one special deal. Get your combo ticket at AtlantaIcons.com. I'm Chinwe Maponya Cook, 95.5 WSB.
WSB is your home of the Dogs. This week,
It's a big one.
the Dogs and Jackets renew their rivalry for the 117th time.
Both teams have had successful seasons, tough seasons.
Pregame begins today at 11:30. Kickoff is set for 3:30.
I know a lot of Dog fans and Tech fans have been waiting.
Only on your home of the Dogs, 95.5 WSB. Brought to you in part by Hoffman Financial Group, official partner of the Georgia Bulldogs.
It's the Love Your Home Minute from TE Certified. Hi, it's Chris Chandler with Josh, the local owner of TE Certified Electrical, Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. You know, Josh, that's him you see jumping out of the back of their trucks. Josh, welcome. About that time of year, tell me what you have installed outside your house that really makes you love your home.
My landscape lights. They're beautiful and they're safe. I love at night being able to pull up to my house and seeing how pretty it is. And of course, I like being able to see my way from the car to the door. I love at night when I go outside to let the dog out, or if I'm checking on something, I can actually see. And to be quite honest, I love it when my neighbors say, man, your house looks amazing.
It's fun to make the neighbors jealous.
A little bit, yeah.
What kind of different, sort of lighting choices are there? Fixtures and bulbs and brightness and all that?
So we do uplights on the side of the house. We do path lights. We do spotlights on trees. We do accent lighting as well.
Wow, outdoor lighting sounds like a bright idea, Josh, and a great way to love your home.
TE certified, we love your home.
Hey Atlanta, it's Patrick, owner of Zerorez. Take advantage of Zerorez Carpet and Air Duct Cleaning's biggest sale of the year. From now until December 1st, take $100 off your next air duct cleaning. You must act fast to schedule this one-time deal. With Zerorez, breathing fresh air in your home has never been easier. Mention WSB Radio to get $100 off your next air duct cleaning. Schedule online at ZerorezAtlanta.com. Zerorez, spell it backwards or forwards, it's the right way to clean.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 1-877-CARS for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS for Kids.
Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
This is Jonathan Geller at D. Geller & Son Jewelers. My dad, Mike. Dad, what's the all-time best Christmas gift?
Diamond studs. Everybody needs a pair.
And ours don't break the bank. Real diamonds set in gold from just $275. And with D. Geller & Son's lifetime upgrade, get 100% of what you paid towards a bigger pair anytime for life.
We also have diamond jackets for $5.95 that go around the studs to instantly change the look.
So come spend the holidays with the experts at D. Geller & Son in Kennesaw, Sandy Springs, and online at dgeller.com.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
Hey everyone, it's your buddy Shelly Winter here. Join me this Saturday at noon for the Car Guys with Kevin Deutsch from Butler Lexus of South Atlanta. Buy or lease, fix or sell, everything you want to know about cars, we will cover Saturday, noon to 1, right here on 95.5 WSB.
This is Monica Pearson for Superior Plumbing. In a perfect world, when you have a plumbing issue, you want a plumber that answers the phone when you call, shows up on time, respects your home, and tells you exactly what needs to be done, quotes you a price, and does the job right the first time. They appreciate your business, and Superior Plumbing becomes your plumber for life. Call Superior Plumbing to come fix your plumbing issues.
To Superior, the honest one. Call 770-422 Plum.
A healthy home is a Breda home. They keep yours bug and critter free inside and out. Breda's also proud to sponsor Scotts Leach, Georgia, every Thursday on Atlanta's Morning News.
Breda, Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
Garum, ladies and gentlemen, and I am filling in. I normally air Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Please check out my show. Don't forget, at 11:30 pregame for the Georgia Bulldogs, Georgia Tech game. It's going to be a great game. We're going to talk about that later on in the show. But I want to bring up a story. They say listen to this. They say about $550 million worth of food is wasted on Thanksgiving. This Thanksgiving, approximately $550 million worth of food will go to waste across America. That's according to a new analysis by ReFed, a U.S.-based nonprofit that's working to get the food system to stop wasting food. They said, it doesn't say it doesn't say why this food is wasted. That's the, I'm not sure why it is. Go ahead.
So I read the rest of the article. So a lot of it is just people cooking too much, knowing that you want leftovers and not being able to eat all of them, right? Like maybe you've got turkey in there for 2 or 3 days. I don't want to eat it anymore. And then you just throw it away. Or maybe you thought more people were coming. They didn't come. They didn't take as many leftovers. So it's just anticipating too much and cooking too much.
Well, what we've done in the previous years is we have to-go plates, and we've packed up plates and just drove around, my Mableton at the time, go to the gas station and give it to people that are homeless and just give them a plate and keep going. That's how we don't waste it. That's what I would do before I throw out food, is just give it away. You're not giving away bad food. Cooked food can sit in your refrigerator for several days. I know there are a lot of people who are like, oh, this food has been here since Thursday and it's now Sunday. It's still good. There's nothing wrong with that food.
How do you repurpose your leftover turkey?
I don't.
You just eat it? Sandwiches and stuff like that?
Sandwiches, stuff like that. I don't make turkey soup or anything.
I make turkey soup, turkey enchiladas.
Oh, okay. That's a good idea. Yeah, I don't really repurpose my leftovers. It just goes into a plastic thing. For instance, Monday I'll have leftovers for dinner when I come to work on Monday for the show. Also, this is a great story talking about the holidays and Thanksgiving. Someone stole 500 turkeys from a Thanksgiving charity. 500 turkeys. They stole them. But the question is, what do you do with 500 turkeys after Thanksgiving? Because you stole them pretty much the day before Thanksgiving or on Thanksgiving. That's when they were stolen.
Do you resell them for just like pennies on the dollar?
You might do that, but this charity in Los Angeles, they were able to raise enough cash to replace all the turkeys and have them thawed out in time to give them away. Speaking of charities, if I can just take a couple minutes, guys, if you guys don't mind, I went to Hosea's, as I said earlier. I went to Hosea's yesterday morning to help pass out food to people. Hosea's Helps. It's Hosea's Helps. It used to be Hosea's Feed the Homeless and Hungry. And now the brand name is Hosea Helps because they do so much more than just that. I've been doing this every Thanksgiving and Christmas morning since I moved here, almost 25 plus years ago. And I remember going to the Old Turner Field. They used to do it at the Old Turner Field. They would have showers for people, haircuts, prayers, a job resources area. I remember going to Georgia World Congress Center and doing it, and thousands of people would come, some driving, some walking, right? This year, it was all cars, and I saw Elizabeth Omalami, who's taken over and running Hosea Helps from her dad, Hosea Williams, the great Hosea Williams, after he passed in 2000. And she said that they need help getting the word out. This is interesting. So they have all of this food. They had turkeys to give away. They had produce to give away. They had dry goods to give away. They had cases of bottled water to give away. They had all of this stuff to give away, but they did not have the traffic that they normally have because they couldn't get the word out because they weren't at the one of the big places, Georgia World Congress Center or something like that. So I would like everyone listening to me now to go to HoseaHelps.com if you can, and please spread the word amongst your churches and so forth, because they will be doing this again at Christmas time, and they definitely need to get the word out because they actually had, and this happens a lot, but they actually had more volunteers than they had people coming to get help. It's 4hosea.org. 4Hosea.org is the website. So if you're a member of a church, particularly in Metro Atlanta, please get that website out for Christmas, 4hosea.org. When we come back, ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk about, as you all know, Marjorie Taylor Greene retired. I am supportive of that move by her. I am not mad at her, just so you know. I've had several rants. I'm not going to waste the morning show's time by doing yet another one, but you can go to my Facebook page and see my rants and my total 1,000% support of Marjorie Taylor Greene retiring from Congress. I understand it, and I like what she did. I'm in full support. And I'll just tell you this 30 seconds of why. Here's a woman that was loyal almost to a fault for Donald Trump and the MAGA movement, spending money to travel around the country, donating money, being at every rally that Trump had in 20 and 2024, and doing everything she could to push America First policies and to support MAGA. And because she wanted to release the Epstein files, and because she wanted to cut spending, and because she wanted to lower the deficit, all the things that she ran on, she was called a traitor, she was called names, she was blasted, vilified by the punditry class on conservative media and MAGA, and she retired. I'm going to tell you why that retirement is going to play so large here in Georgia next year. Shelley Winter filling in for Mark Arum. I normally air Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. We will be right back.
Many of you know that my inspiration for becoming an accident attorney was my brother Tim, who was rendered a quadriplegic at age 18. I didn't know what a personal injury lawyer was or what they did, but I soon did. Tim was treated terribly by the insurance company, and I became enraged. It was a constant delay and deny. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Tim later worked with me for 27 years. Last year, my hero died at age 65. You can see my eulogy for him by visiting mybrothertim.com. He was one hell of a man. Because of Tim, together we built the largest injury firm in the world, and our clients are treated the way I would want my family to be treated. At Morgan & Morgan, nobody is a nobody and everybody is a somebody. If you need our help, visit forthepeople.com on your phone or computer. See you soon, Tim. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
For many of you, it's happening. Your hair's thinning, your crown's disappearing, and maybe hair loss has you feeling your identity is lost altogether. Well, I got good news. It's Advanced Hair's incredible yet simple one-day treatment that starts regrowing your own natural hair the very next day, and it's guaranteed to grow for life. It's Mark Arum back with you. We've all seen the pills and lotions that come with monthly subscriptions. They help retain what you have, but what about regrowing your hair permanently in specific areas? From Advanced Hair's state-of-the-art facilities to their world-class physicians, it's not maybe your hair will regrow, it's guaranteed that your new hair will grow. You decide how much, how thick, and where. Advanced Hair has changed tens of thousands of lives, and I've seen their results, friends. For your free consultation, $250 off and 250 free hair grafts, call 470-660-HAIR. That's 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather, traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
Good Friday morning to you at 9:30. I'm Cheryl Castro. Our top local story: DeKalb police confirm 4 people are taken to area hospitals after a car crashes into a BP gas station early this morning. The crash leaves a hole in the side of a convenience store on the 2500 block of Boulder Crest Road. The car caught fire at one point, but the blaze has been extinguished. Cause of the crash is now under investigation. One of 2 National Guard members shot near the White House on Wednesday has died. Natalie Brand reports the suspect is in custody and hospitalized after being shot during the incident.
Officials identified the suspect as 29-year-old Ramanallah Lakhanwal of Washington State, an Afghan national who entered the U.S. in 2021 following the American withdrawal from the war-torn country. The CIA said Lakhanwal previously worked with the U.S. government in Afghanistan.
The exact motive for the shooting, which is being investigated as an act of terrorism, remains unclear. Attorney General Pam Bondi has threatened to seek the death penalty. It is Black Friday, and that means lots of sales and crowds at Metro Atlanta stores. Matthew and Anna are among them, starting their day at a Target in Paulding County.
We both have lists, and we look forward to seeing the big crowds as we compete trying to get items.
But you're going to compete nicely, right?
Very nicely.
Of course.
Of course.
No pushing and shoving, right?
Never, ever.
Well, they tell me they plan on shopping until 9 tonight, ending their Black Friday haul at Lenox. Major Atlanta malls say to expect lots of traffic, too.
Traffic and parking stress is understandable with major holiday shopping. But marketing manager of Lenox Square, Lindsay Jones, says for parking,
the best kept secret is the parking decks. So especially the Bloomingdale's parking deck, it always has space. So that's kind of the best kept secret.
At Perimeter Mall, general manager Nick Nicolosi says while they expect masses of people,
typically holiday season, Placer AI indicates 1.5 million visitors.
Come before peak times, which tend to happen later in the evening. Mary Ryan Howarth, 95.5 WSB.
We'll have a check of traffic and your Black Friday weather coming up. Well, tariffs have pushed the prices way up on artificial Christmas trees this year, so more people may turn to the real thing. Well, how's Georgia's tree crop looking?
At Barry's Tree Farm in Covington, there are lines and lines of green Christmas trees. Plenty to choose from, says Chuck Berry.
We battled for 2 or 3 years after COVID with really trying to maintain supply to meet demand. But this year, I think not only our farm, but most all the farms across the state, and not only had good growth in their trees, but also finally being able to meet the demand of the customers.
And he does expect demand to be up this year. Good news, with this many trees, prices, he says, are holding steady. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
Well, 'tis the season for your favorite holiday leftovers. Correspondent Jared Hill explains what you need to know to enjoy them safely.
Leftovers can be kept in the fridge for up to 3 to 4 days. That means you've got until the Monday after Thanksgiving to either eat them, toss them, or freeze them. In the freezer, they can last for up to 3 months.
You can reheat leftovers in the microwave, of course, or oven, but the USDA says if you use the microwave, check the temperatures of the food in several different places. We'll have live team coverage of traffic and weather next. It's 9:33.
Get the WSB radio app.
This story is breaking right now.
Get notifications from your source for news.
If you have the WSB radio app, then you saw the breaking news.
Get the WSB radio app.
Don't miss a thing with the WSB app.
Download it from the App Store today.
Is your financial advisor offering you up to a 30% upfront bonus? Or are they promising you up to 10% growth per year, all for your retirement income? If not, then you need to come to Trajan Wealth. I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. If you have a plan to retire within the next 10 years, don't wait only to find out it's too late. I've seen hardworking folks like you retire only to be required to go back to work, all because their advisor told them guarantees like these were too good to be true. They're not. That's up to $30,000 upfront or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't keep working when you're supposed to be retired, and don't let any financial advisor tell you it's too good to be true. Call Trajan today. 404-208-3300. That's 404-208-3300.
Annuities not advisory products. DBA Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions. Additional disclosures at trajanwealth.com.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 1-877-CARS for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Hurry! It's our last chance to donate for 2025.
Hi, I'm Dale with TrustDale.com. For over a decade, I've trusted America's best choice for windows, doors, siding, and decks. And with their 3-way warranty, including my $10,000 Make It Right guarantee, you can invest with confidence.
That's right, Dale. America's Best Choice offers highest quality, energy-efficient windows and special pricing on custom decks. We also offer beautiful siding, doors, and now roofing, all with no pressure, no gimmicks. Visit abcwind.com for your free in-home estimate. America's Best Choice. Quality you can trust, prices you can afford.
Don't be late because you crowdsourced your commute with a navigation app.
This might become a travel advisory. Yeah, they're in 2 left lanes.
Depend on us.
Some delays if they shut that ramp down.
Make sure you get where you need to be on time.
Jam starting at Langford Parkway, getting past Spring Street.
Local and dependable traffic 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
We had a lot going on this morning through Henry County.
WSB Triple Team Traffic.
95.5 WSB. How Atlanta gets there.
9:36 now. Live team coverage of traffic and weather. Chinwe Maponya Cook is live in the 24-hour traffic center.
Crash just cleared 75 northbound past the Canton Connector, so your delays improving into Ackworth. And if you are making your way towards Lenox Square Mall, you'll be happy to know there are no delays. I-75-85 northbound, I-85 northbound, the Beaufort Spring Connector, and Georgia 400 north and south, all working well for your holiday shopping. The support is sponsored by Georgia Department of Behavioral Health and Developmental Disabilities. With the DBHDD State Opioid Response Team, they're taking action, expanding prevention, reversing overdoses with naloxone, and putting youth first. Learn more at opioidresponse.info. I'm Chinwe Maponya Cook, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Partly cloudy skies, breezy, and staying cold, high 47, but the feels like wind chills will remain in the 20s to 30s for much of the day. Actual temperatures tonight in the upper 20s to low 30s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, high near 50. Rain showers return on Sunday with highs in the low 50s.
Right now, 35 degrees in Powder Springs. You're at 36 in Norcross, Noonan, 37. More news at 10 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Cheryl Castro, 95.5 WSB.
Shelley Winter in. I did. So that's what I'm saying. There's a okay. No. Let's be clear. Oh, okay. I was gonna say. Don't blame me. All right, Shelley Winter in for Mark Aram. I normally air Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. I want to talk about MTG, Marjorie Taylor Greene retiring and what it means. But I also want to put out this. So if you've been listening to us since the start of the show, I normally air at night. It's the day after Thanksgiving. I don't remember ever being on the air the day after Thanksgiving. I'm happy to fill in for Mark Aram because it's an honor that he trusts me to fill in for him. But I just don't like it's after Thanksgiving. But I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be talking to all of you. Trust me when I tell you that. I'm happy to be with Deborah Green, the greatest producer of all of producery, as they say, much better than Jared.
That is true.
Who is not working today?
Who is not working today. And Longoria and my cousin Vinny. I'm happy to be here with all of them. So here's what we're going to, because if you notice, we're all members of a minority community, women, Hispanic, African-American, and that seems to be what I'm looking at throughout the office today. So here's what we're going to ask for. Christmas is on a Thursday. The day after Christmas is a Friday. So I'd like to ask corporate, if they're listening, is that the day after Christmas, in order to make up for us all being here today, all the Caucasians at CMG have to work the day after Christmas.
Okay.
And we're all off, okay? So that's what we're asking.
Yeah, good luck there.
All right. So
don't agree to fill in for Aram on Friday,
right.
and we won't be here. I think that was kind of,
Oh, so it's on me now.
Well, you agreed.
I don't think it's an agreement.
No.
I think it's just told this is what you're going to do.
You were voluntold to be here on Friday.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
Yeah,
my apologies.
I
apologies.
voluntold. Exactly. That's how it is. So anyway, let's go to Marjorie Taylor Greene. This is, I am in full support of what she did. I understand that if I supported someone so heavily to the point of bringing my family and my finances and my commitment on social media and just fighting to the point of going down to New York City during a trial and standing outside in the cold to support somebody, okay? Supporting them in every step, 1,000% support, right? And that person turned on me because I wanted to do the things that my constituents wanted me to do because that's what I ran on, right? And I say it on social media, hey, let's release these files. You're a traitor. And I get called a traitor. I get called crazy. I get called she's lost her way. All of these things said by the President of the United States and parroted by conservative media, conservative pundits on radio, the social media, and everything else. If that happens to me, I'm doing the exact same thing. And I completely support her doing what she did. Now, what happens next? Here's where the revenge is. The revenge is not retiring. The revenge is what happens next. There's one Democrat running for that seat in the 14th district here in Georgia. One Democrat. His name is Sean Harris. He was going to run against Marjorie Taylor Greene whether she retired or not. There's going to be, as of now, Jim Tully, who is a good guy. I know him very well. He's running. He's announcing that he's running. A guy by the name of Christian Hughes, I believe his name is. He's announced he's running. And Colton Moore is dancing around the edges. He's going to probably announce next week sometime. And there may be more. If there's only one Democrat And here in Georgia, for those of you who are not familiar, here in Georgia, we have what's called a jungle primary. It's where everyone runs. It's a special election, so everyone's going to be running against each other at the same time. So there's no Republican versus, Republican primary and a Democrat primary, and the two winners go to a general election. In this special election, it's going to be everybody in one race. And it's only going to be one Democrat, because the Democrats have discipline. So Sean Harris is going to run for the Democrats. No other Democrat's going to get in. Unless a Republican finances a Democrat to get in, it's not going to happen. Charlie Bailey is running, and shout out to Charlie Bailey, the head of the Democratic Party of Georgia. He is running a tight ship. So when Sean Harris is already out there running, he's locking out every Democrat. And they'll scream and yell, but most of them don't have a chance anyway. They're going to focus on one Democrat running against, right now, 3, could possibly be 4 or 5 Republicans. All open. So here's what happens. Remember this. Now, everybody tells me, the 14th district is solidly red. Well, yeah, it probably is, until you get into these funky jungle elections. Now, here's what can happen. Can happen being the key word. You can argue with me. You can yell at me, Republicans. You could tell me, I don't know what you don't know what you're talking about, Shelley, but follow me here, because I've seen it happen before, i.e. Kelly Loeffler, David Perdue. But that's neither here nor there. One Democrat versus 4 or 5 Republicans, everyone running together. Remember this, the 14th district had, if not the lowest, but next to the bottom in percent turnout for the PSC races, Public Service Commission races. 4% turnout the last time I looked at it. I didn't look at the end, but that's where it was trending, 4% turnout. That means 4% of registered voters in the 14th district turned out for a statewide race for the PSC Commission. These are the races that are in charge of your energy rates. And all the fear-mongering, your rates are going to go up, we don't want to become California, all the designed messaging for a particularly red district like the 14th, 96% of the voters stayed home and did not mind a Democrat being head of the PSC. That's your first indication that things can go left. Your second indication that things can go left is that this race is going to be held in the spring and summer, early summer of next year, meaning the jungle primary and then a runoff. That's going to be between spring and early summer. You're going to have very low turnout for something like that, because a special election, you already have low turnout in a special election. However, remember, you have one Democrat running, and he's going to be heavily financed, and he's going to be and they're going to concentrate. The Democrat Party is going to concentrate on that one. Josh McCoon, my friend, who's the head of the GOP, he can't concentrate on one of the Republicans in the GOP side. But the Democrats, Charlie Bailey, can concentrate on Sean Harris and pushing him, getting volunteers for him, and pushing his candidacy. So that's number 2. Number 3. For those of you who think this can't happen. Number 3, this is a big one. You had a divorce between Donald Trump and Marjorie Taylor Greene. There are people who love Marjorie Taylor Greene and may be mad at Donald Trump. There are people who love Donald Trump and are mad at Marjorie Taylor Greene. Either way, you have a divorce, and you're asking the kids to pick between mommy and daddy. Well, what do kids usually do in those situations? They tune out. They bail. They turn to drugs. They just bail. They get disinterested. That's also going to also affect an already low turnout jungle election. These are the reasons why Marjorie Taylor Greene retiring was letting Republicans, letting MAGA, letting President Trump, and all who support him blindly without any kind of questions. That's why her retirement is such revenge is sweet. Because what she's doing is showing the Republican Party, you can't turn on people like this, because it will come back to bite you. And it's quite possible, I feel, that it can come back to burn Republicans in the 14th. No matter how much you think that district is red, and red it is, understand this. Jungle election, low turnout, quality candidate being pushed by the Democrat Party in the state of Georgia can win in a runoff. Now, let me tell you about Sean Harris. Because you're going, why are you talking about the Democrats, Shelley? You're trying to hurt us. No, I'm telling you what you're up against. You need to know this. Sean Harris is a veteran. He's African-American, and he's a farmer. He's pro-gun. And that's him. He's a veteran. Oh, we like veterans. He's a farmer. Oh, we like farmers. He's African American, and he's pro-gun. We love pro-gun. So all the things Republicans love, he is. He's just got a D after his name. But all the Republicans in the 14th aren't hardcore MAGA. Many of them are like, hey, my insurance rates are going up. I'm a little mad about that. Hey, my goods and services are going up. I'm a little mad about that. Hey, my health insurance is going up. I'm a little mad about that. Hey, my auto insurance is going up. I'm a little mad about that. By the way, the 14th is not filled with a whole bunch of rich people. You do the math, Republicans. This is what happens. Loyalty should mean something. And as I always say, and I'll say it again to this audience, if you're willing to turn on someone as America First and MAGA as Marjorie Taylor Greene, you'll turn on me and everybody else in a heartbeat. And I'm seeing it right now. This is why I say many of you who are Trump supporters are obviously in a cult. I didn't believe it when the Democrats told me, but I believe it now that many of you are in a cult. And the cult is going to go down in the 14th. It can go down in the 14th if you're too cultish, if you're too mad, if you're too angry, if you're willing to toss the baby out with the bathwater every single time. Shelley Winter filling in for Mark Aram. It's the day after Thanksgiving. Hope you guys are enjoying your leftovers because I'm at work. No. We'll be right back. 404-872-0750, 1-800-WSB Talk. Let's go check traffic with my little sister, Chinwei. Hey, Chinwei.
Hey, bro. Let's talk about the downtown connector. It's looking pretty good. I-75-85 north and southbound. Only going to take you about 11 minutes to work your way through the heart of the city from Langford Parkway all the way up to Atlantic Station at 17th Street, exit 251. This report is sponsored by Blindster.com. Blindster's Black Friday sale is here. Save up to 50% now on all custom blinds, guaranteed to fit and priced lower than big box stores. Hurry, this sale ends soon. I'm Chinwei Maponya Cook, 95.5 WSB.
Everyone has an opinion.
I've had some great Mondays. I'm having a good Monday right now. Look at beautiful outside.
Got that nice loud shirt.
Eric Von Hessler has an
it's
opinion.
It's a citrusy, summery, I think breezy kind of shirt.
And some advice.
But just remember this.
Eric Von Hessler, today at 3.
I never have and never will smoke a cigar.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Hey everyone, it's your buddy Shelley Winter here. Join me this Saturday at noon for the Car Guys with Kevin Deutsch from Butler Lexus of South Atlanta. Buy or lease, fix or sell, everything you want to know about cars, we will cover Saturday noon to 1 right here on 95.5 WSB.
The Atlanta Symphony Orchestra warmly invites you to revel in the joy of the season at the Coca-Cola Holiday Concerts. Enjoy beloved carols, hymns, orchestral favorites, and more. Starting December 11th at Symphony Hall. Details at aso.org.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 40-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term life insurance may only cost you about $100 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-352-9239. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance to buy $1 million of affordable term life for you. All you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-352-9239. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-352-9239. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. For affordable term life insurance, call 800-352-9239. 800-352-9239.
Hey folks, Dr. Joe Esposito here. If you've been in an auto accident, don't wait. The pain might not show up right away, but the damage can last a lifetime if it's left untreated. Now, our team of doctors at PainFreeAtlanta.com specialize in post-accident chiropractic that gets to the root of the cause, and that helps you heal naturally without relying on painkillers and risky surgery and other procedures. And if your condition requires further medical attention, we work with a trusted network of qualified medical doctors and specialists to ensure that you get the full care that you deserve. Let us guide you through every step of the process, safely, professionally, and with compassion. We can also find honest, qualified legal representation if necessary. Don't fall for scam artists whose only concern is their wallets and not your health. We also document your injuries so that you get the settlement you deserve. Call us at 404-333 404-333-7777 to schedule a free consultation or visit painfreeatlanta.com. That's 404-333-47s or visit painfreeatlanta.com.
The following is a paid commercial announcement.
Corporate megastores are spending millions lobbying D.C. politicians on one-sided policies that send small businesses tumbling. They want to enact harmful credit card mandates that take resources away from your local credit union and community bank, leaving Main Street businesses with less access to credit, making it harder for your family to pay for everyday goods like gas and groceries. Tell Congress to guard your card and oppose the Durbin-Marshall credit card mandates.
Paid for by Electronic Payments Coalition.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. Ever wonder why the big wireless companies want you on an unlimited plan? It's because they need you to help cover the costs of the 20-somethings who are using a lot of data every month. Fact is, according to the latest research studies, most people 50 and up, like me, only use 12 gigs or less each month. Don't get bamboozled by big wireless. At Consumer Cellular, pick what suits your needs. Whether it's 1 gig, 5, 10, or unlimited, the point is, pay for exactly what you need and nothing more. We use the same towers as the big guys, but since we don't own and maintain them, we can pass the savings on to you. Our plans start at just $20 a month, and you'll get the best customer service in the business. I want to invite you to join the millions of people who choose something better than big wireless. Because if you're not using all that data, you're probably getting used.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/facts. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
Shelley Winter in for Mark Aram. I normally air Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Thank you to Deborah Green, executive producer of the Mark Aram Show, Longoria, and my cousin Vinny for welcoming me into the studio the day after Thanksgiving. I'm sorry you guys have to be here with me, so, my apologies.
We all brought you food, except Vinny.
Right.
Yeah, Vinny didn't, so don't give him
Vinny ate the food. But thank you for the Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
The day after Thanksgiving, nothing. I love Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A, don't take this the wrong way, but I'm eating Chick-fil-A biscuit sandwich for the day after Thanksgiving. This is all new to me. I'm usually eating a ham sandwich from the Ham.
Why didn't you pack something?
See, why do you have to make sense now?
yeah, you could have just packed it last night.
Yeah, no, I'm because I got up at 5:30 in the morning. That's why. Let's go to the phones. Let's go to Liz from Marietta. Hey, Liz.
Hey, Shelley, how are you?
Wonderful.
Hey, I guess I'm confused. Well, not so much confused, a little disappointed because I understand that Marjorie's upset, and I do not like when people are not loyal, but she knows how close the margin is in the House. And if she's going to be upset and leave early in January, I have heard on different shows that her seat will not be a special election for several months. And I think that's just disappointing.
Well, several months. It's true, several months, because the general election qualifying for all the statewide seats is March 6th. So that's qualifying. And then after that, you're looking at the election, which is not till May. So, yes, there won't be a special election for several months, but that's what people get when you call people names. We've got to understand the ramifications of our actions. She has no loyalty to the Republican Party. She has loyalty to herself and her family. And if the people are showing her that they have no loyalty to her, what does she benefit from I'm not going to do this because I need to defend the Republican Party? Not one elected official on the Republican side came to her side in Georgia. Not a single one. Not a single one stood up and say, hey, guys, hey, Mr. President, love you. Hey, Marjorie, love you, but you guys need to come together for the betterment of the party. Not a single one. Mike Collins didn't do it. Buddy Carter didn't do it. Brian Jack didn't do it. Not a single one. Now, she's supposed to protect the Republican Party? No way. I'm with her all the way. You guys everyone showed their true colors in this situation. And their true colors was loyalty to a party. That's communism. You're supposed to be loyal to your constituents who elected you, not to the party. The party is nothing but a apparatchik. Oh, I'm loyal to the party. No, why? When's the party ever been loyal to us? Did they cut spending? No. Did they decrease the deficit? No. What have they done for us? Every time they come and run, they tell us what they're going to do, and they still haven't done it. Where's health care? Repeal and replace. That's from 2016. I haven't seen it. Have you seen a health care plan from the Republican Party?
No, I haven't.
Right. You voted for that,
probably-
though. You voted for that. You voted in 16. You voted in 20. You voted in 18. You voted in 22. You voted in 20. You voted for that. They told you they were going to replace health care and have with a better version, and you yet have not seen it. But
Okay,
yet Marjorie
now-
Taylor Greene is the worst person in the world? No, I'm for her. I'm with her all the way.
No,
I'm
I
not to
didn't
you.
say
I'm not saying that to
she
you,
is.
Liz. I'm saying that to the
Right.
audience. But go ahead. Last thought.
Well, yeah, I was just going to say there's been really strong opposition to a lot of what's going on. I do believe they did not have those policies you're talking about. I don't think they can switch some of what's happened in politics overnight, but I also think her support seems excessive in some of the things that you described. I do think she's a very strong MAGA person, but in a lot of what she did, she was also promoting some of herself.
Of course
and I
she
know
does. That's supposed to happen.
that's
She's a
politics.
politician. Yeah.
So I guess I just.
We
I'm
love
not
a
total
president who does nothing but promote himself. Like, we love him for
Yeah,
that. You know what I
yeah.
mean? So why should she be
Yeah.
any different?
Well, I do think that people who have a Republican or MAGA or whatever you want to say, conservative viewpoint, they have one side, and there's a very different side on the other side of the aisle. People want to do something very different. So I really don't think MAGAs are cults. I think they just have to try to stay with, if you're conservative, what is conservative.
Great
and
call.
the Democratic side does not seem conservative.
Right. Great call.
So
Great call, Liz.
that's-
I will tell you this. The guy running for Georgia 14th as a Democrat is a conservative Democrat. He is Sonny Perdue. He is Nathan Deal. He is a conservative centrist Democrat. That becomes a danger to a red district. Shelley Winter Shelley Winter filling in for Mark Aram. We'll be right back.
WSB Atlanta, WSBB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
You gave years, maybe decades to your job. You showed up, worked hard, and planned for retirement. But now the company's changed, or maybe you've taken a buyout or been forced into early retirement. So what happens next? I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. And if you've built up a 401k or thrift savings plan, now is the time to ask, is that money really working for you? Many workplace retirement plans offer limited options and even less guidance. At Trajan Wealth, we help people just like you roll over their accounts into IRAs with more flexibility and personalized investment strategies built around your goals. For households with $500,000 or more, let us build you a personalized plan. We operate on veteran values, service, trust, and doing what's right. Your next chapter starts now. Call Trajan today. 404-208-3300. That's 404-208-3300.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. See website for details.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Good morning to you. It's 10 o'clock. I'm Cheryl Castro. Our top story. Investigators say one of 2 National Guard members shot in Washington, D.C. this week has died. Now, she is identified as 20-year-old Sarah Beckstrom, the suspect in the shooting who came to the U.S. from Afghanistan after working with U.S. forces there.
The suspect is expected to face charges of murder in the first degree, plus multiple counts of assault with intent to kill while armed. Attorney General Pam Bondi says she intends to pursue the death penalty here.
Correspondent Nicole Skanga reports President Trump says tens of thousands of other Afghans who came here under the same program the suspect did will be reevaluated to see if they should be sent back. Right now, breezy and cold this Black Friday morning. We are at 37 degrees in Midtown. High temp this afternoon up to 47 degrees. Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast is coming up. 4 people are injured after a car crashes into a BP gas station in DeKalb County. The crash leaves a hole in the side of the convenience store on Boulder Crest Road and Clifton Church Road. DeKalb police say there are no fatalities. The 4 were taken to area hospitals. The car caught fire at one point, but the blaze has been extinguished. The cause of the crash is under investigation. Well, Metro Atlanta shoppers are braving the chilly weather out for bargains and Christmas gifts this Black Friday morning.
Some shoes for my mother, some clothes for my brothers. Still haven't really decided on what my stepdad should get.
Anna and Matthew had an early start and tell me it'll be a very long day.
So we woke up at 6 a.m. and we plan to shop until 9 p.m. today. We plan to hit up at least 40 stores.
Yeah, they started in Paulding and will end at Lenox as far as mall shopping this Black Friday.
Major Atlanta malls are saying Black Friday looks different this year.
The entire season, gets a focus. You're still going to see, tremendous amount of traffic on Black Friday and then all throughout the holidays. But that excitement has stretched out, and it's no longer just one day.
That's Perimeter Mall General Manager Nick Nicolosi, who says they have been using social media to promote deals. Director of Marketing at Lenox Square, Lindsay Jones, says they've been collecting stores offers as well.
There's a lot of really exciting deals and offers happening this year.
Their tip, show out for Black Friday, but know there will be sales going into December. Mary Ryan Howarth, 95.5 WSB.
Fulton County Animal Services calling this Black Fur Day, encouraging holiday shoppers to bring a new family member home for the holidays. Yes, starting today through December 7th, all pet adoptions at the County Animal Shelter and Fulton Industrial Boulevard will be free. Normal cost is $85 for dogs, $65 for cats. Free adoptions also apply to all pets currently in foster homes. A showdown at the Benz this afternoon as Georgia and Georgia Tech renew their rivalry.
It's clean, old-fashioned hate. Georgia coach Kirby Smart says the Jackets take on the personality of their coach, Brent Key.
They're extremely physical. You can tell they're modeled kind of after what he believes in, which is running the ball and stopping the run.
Tech quarterback Haynes King hopes to take valuable lessons from last season's 8 overtime loss to the Bulldogs.
I've reflected back a couple times. It's a good learning experience, how to finish.
The Dogs are looking for their record 8th straight win in the series against Georgia Tech. Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Pre-game at 11:30 this morning, kickoff at 3:30 this afternoon right here on your home of the Dogs. It is a 10:03 live team coverage of traffic and weather. Chinwe Maponi Cook is now live in the WSB 24-hour traffic center.
Well, we're starting to see the volume pick up in Buford. We got that Black Friday traffic that's stretching between Old Peachtree Industrial Boulevard and Sugar Hill on Highway 20 all the way down to Old Peachtree Road, crossing over 985 Buford Highway and I-85. You're going to run into those slowdowns as folks are out there shopping. And the Mall of Georgia is open until 9 p.m. tonight. This report is sponsored by Georgia Aquarium and World of Coca-Cola. Georgia Aquarium and World of Coca-Cola have partnered to give you the best of both worlds, all under one special deal. Get your combo ticket at AtlantaIcons.com. I'm Chinwe Maponia Cook, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upward. Staying cold and windy today, even with the sunshine. High 47. Wind chills will remain in the 30s for much of the afternoon. Wind gusts as high as 20 miles per hour. Lows tonight dropping down to the upper 20s to low 30s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with a high near 50. Rain showers return on Sunday. Highs in the low 50s.
And right now, sunny 37 in Smyrna, 37 in Lawrenceville, Mableton. You're another 37. We'll have more news for you at 10:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Cheryl Castro, 95.5 WSB.
Shelley Winter in for Mark Aram this morning up until 11:30, and then the pregame show for Georgia Tech. I normally air Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Please check me out if you have a chance. If you're ever in an automobile or at home, go to WSBRadio.com and say, Alexa, play 95.5. And you can listen to me at night. I'm here with Deborah Green, producer of the Mark Aram Show, Longoria, and my cousin Vinny, taking your calls. when her name was Sarah Beckstrom. She was 20 years old. She's a National Guardsman out of West Virginia. She got killed this past weekend, or a couple days ago. I keep thinking today is like Monday, because I had to get up so early this morning, and after the holiday. So her name was Sarah Beckstrom, and Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf, he's 24 years old. He's fighting for his life. But Sarah passed away after being shot by an Afghan national by the White House. I want to take just a couple minutes and kind of walk us through where we are in our country today and why it's so destructive to us, not only as human beings, but to us as a country. And it's designed. This is by design, my friends. This is going on, and it's by design. When this shooting happened, one of the things that I noticed when I went to social media, the first thing I noticed was a whole bunch of Republicans were yelling about the Afghans being in this country and to deport them all. One of the other things I noticed, there was a story that popped up about Governor Kemp talking about letting them in. And all of a sudden, these people, these Afghans, because of the actions of one Afghan, all of a sudden, all the Afghanis here in this country became persona non grata. They're the worst people ever, and to get rid of all of them. That's what I heard from conservatives. What I saw from Democrats was Trump vetted them. This is Trump's fault. The Afghans came in, and it's Trump administration, Trump DOJ that vetted them. That's what the Democrats were saying. And another thing the Democrats were saying is if Trump didn't put National Guard in D.C., this wouldn't have happened. He's the cause of their death. That's what Democrats were saying. And so I saw this because my social media, if you want to follow me on Facebook, you can. Shelley Winter, Shelley Wynter. I saw this on social media, and I thought to myself, it was a clear indication. It reminded me of when the Tea Party versus the Occupy movement happened in this country. I saw the same thing, and I'm seeing it right now. This is what I saw when the Tea Party came up from the grassroots. It was just an organic movement, and Occupy was an organic movement. Both were later taken over by corporate interests. We understand why now. But when these movements rose up, the media, people, conservatives and liberals alike, conservatives pointed to the Occupy movement as a bunch of hippies and English majors who still live in their parents' basements. The left and the media called the Tea Party racist. Both had a corporate interest in pitting these groups against one another. You know why? Because both groups were saying the exact same thing. Hey, what about us? The economy had crashed, real estate had fallen through, and all the people, the Occupy movement and the Tea Party movement, all stood up with one voice in different camps on different sides of the political aisle and said, hey, what about us? But your corporate conservative talk media, they all went on there and says, oh, look at the Occupier, they're bums, they're this. And the liberal media and other people said, oh, look at the Tea Party, they're racist. But both groups of people were saying the same thing. What about us? I see the same thing with the reaction to the shooting in Washington, D.C. One side is blaming the president for even having the gall to have the National Guard in D.C., and they're also saying, he was vetted by you, and what do you mean? And the other side, the conservative side, is saying, get rid of every single foreigner here. Get rid of all the Afghans. And the president always said, we're going to re-vet green card holders. The reaction shouldn't be one or the other. For me, remembering how they treated the Tea Partiers and the Occupy Wall Street movement, for me, I'm looking at this after this shooting. You've got an Afghan national who came from Afghanistan after the debacle of a drawdown. He came here with others, military-aged men. He worked with the CIA and the Department of Defense in Afghanistan under several administrations. and he's brought here by this country, put up in Washington, in Oregon, hey, have at it. You're an American dream now. And this guy's allowed to drive all the way across the country and shoot 2 National Guardsmen blocks away from the White House? My first thought is it's not Biden's fault. My first thought is Trump's fault. My first thought is deport all. No, that's not my first thought. My first thought is this the Gulf of Tonkin all over again? Is this a false flag? Is this a way to, oh, wait a minute, hours after the shooting, Pete Hegseth said the president wanted, as requested, 500 new National Guardsmen moved into D.C. 500. What do you need a response of 500 new National Guardsmen to move into D.C. for one shooting? To me, that's what I'm concerned about. I think it's far time we stop being Republican or MAGA or pro-Trump, and we stop being anti-Trump, Democrat, and we start being Americans with a third eye and common sense. That's what we need to be, because there's something very fishy about this. And what's surprising to me is that conservatives, when Charlie Kirk was shot, within 5 minutes of Charlie Kirk being shot on television, Republicans had a conspiracy theory that it was the Mossad, it was the government, it was all of these conspiracy theories. But on this one, which so clearly points to something being something that we can't, that they're not saying to us. No Candace Owens, no Tucker Carlson is going out there saying, hey, there's more to see here. Shelley is. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I will tell you, I've seen this before. We've got to come together as Americans and stop being right and left, because that's how they fool us. That's how they trick us. I don't care what you think of Trump. I don't care if you like him or dislike him. An Afghani national who has fought, trained under the CIA and the Department of Defense, came here with thousands of others and just had an assassination attempt on 1, possibly 2 National Guardsmen blocks away from the White House. And he drove from Washington and Oregon. My first thought isn't blame Biden. My first thought isn't blame Trump. My first thought isn't blame the Democrats. My first thought isn't blame the hateful rhetoric. My first thought is, this seems to be a setup. Because you immediately move to reinvestigating every green card holder in this country, and you moved to move 500, not 50, not 500 National Guardsmen into D.C. 10 months, a year out from midterm elections, and you're moving them only into D.C. I have questions. 404-872-0750, 1-800-WSB Talk. Shelley Winter in for Mark Arum. Deborah Green in Longoria, let me ask you, do you guys know what gray rocking is?
Gray rocking?
Gray rocking.
I have no idea what that is.
Neither did I until I read about it. Deborah Green, you want to explain what gray rocking is?
Oh, sure. It's basically if you go somewhere that you don't want to be and you're trying to avoid a conversation with them, you try to be as dull as possible, as if you were just a gray rock. Deadpan expressions, one-word responses, just so boring that people leave you alone.
So here's when I saw this, right? I asked Deborah Green, why go in the first place? Like, if you're going to feel this way, why go in the first place? I don't want to ask you that, Deborah Green, because you had an excellent answer I never thought of until I asked you. Why would I go someplace where I know I don't want to be?
Well, sometimes, don't you have to go somewhere with your other half every once in a while?
I put my foot down. If I don't want to go, I don't want to go.
No, I'm just kidding. Sometimes you have to support them.
She's obviously not listening.
She's still asleep.
Right. There's sometimes, and there's events here at work that we kind of have to do that I don't really want to go to, but you have to go to. So if it makes you seem like so awful and boring, then people will just leave you alone.
So do you guys remember, I'll go to you, Longoria, first. Do you remember ever purposefully being a gray rock?
No. I'm sure it's not, I'm sure you don't purposely do it. It's just like you know how like you just don't feel like you want to be here, so then you just project that, but you're not consciously going.
Right.
You know,
Gotcha.
I want to be a great rock.
Now
but
it
you
makes
just
sense.
you just become a great rock because you don't really want to be there. You're
Now
checked
it
out.
makes sense. Now it makes sense.
Yeah,
I have found myself in those positions
Right, like, or
before.
you don't know like anyone else around you, or maybe it's just not your scene. Like, I don't want to go political or anything like
Right.
that. Maybe you were invited to an event where just everybody was so different, you just didn't feel like you fit in.
So let me tell you, I went to a dinner. No, it was a luncheon, a Sunday tea. It was a tea for a group. I'm not going to mention a group, but I went to it. It was in a very fancy country club. It was like 2:00 on a Sunday afternoon. I said I would go. I went to the tea. And when I got there, as soon as I walked in, I was like, oh, my God, I can't believe I agreed to come here. And I did find, as I look back now, because I know I got it in my mind's eye, as I look back, I did do that, Longoria. When people ask me, oh, you're on the radio? Yeah. Like normally I'm like, yeah, check me out, 7 to 9, you know what I mean? But that makes sense. And it's not conscious. It's just that you really don't want to be there, so you're not enthusiastic. That makes sense. So it's called gray rocking, ladies and gentlemen, and they've got a term for everything now. I think what we used to call it back in the day was I just don't want to be here. I want to be anyplace else.
Antisocial.
Right. I just want to be anyplace else but here, you know, and now they have a name for it. It's called gray rocking. That is so funny how they come up with these names. When we come back, I do want to talk about we put up our Christmas tree. Has anybody put up their Christmas tree?
Yeah, Leslie did it 2 days ago.
How about you?
Nope.
So we put up ours. We bought the tree Sunday, real tree from
real
shout
tree,
out to
okay.
Sleepy Hollow Tree Farm. We bought it from there Sunday and finally finished putting it up the day before Thanksgiving when the family was coming in town. I want to talk about that.
Okay.
Because do you always put it up that early?
This year's earlier than normal.
See, same here.
Yeah,
so I
yeah,
want to
yeah.
talk about that because I think more and more people are putting their Christmas trees up earlier, and I want to talk about why that may be. 448-720-0750, 1-800-WSB Talk. Shelley Winter in for Mark Aram. Let's go check traffic with Chinway.
Hey, it's 10:17 in the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, and we're starting to see the volume pick up. I guess everyone's out and about now, especially in Woodstock, 575 northbound, right at Ridgewalk Parkway. We know we have the outlet shops at Atlanta there, and it is a slow go of it to get off that exit 9. No incidents, though, just folks trying to get to those shops, so that's where the volume is. This report is sponsored by Whole Foods Market. Host a feast with Whole Foods Market. Prime members get 365 brand frozen whole turkeys for $149 per pound through December 2nd. While supplies last, shop in-store or online, terms apply. I'm Chinway Maponya Cook, 95.5 WSB.
More local news.
Atlanta's airport's bracing for record-breaking crowds. Apparent murder in the Grant Park area.
More traffic. A crash in the Cobb Cloverleaf.
One crash on I-20 westbound.
You're on and off the brakes beginning at University.
More weather.
Looking at rotation that is near the city of Brooks, thunderstorm is capable of producing a quick spin-up tornado.
Atlanta's Morning News.
Governor Kemp reacting to that tariff pause.
Monday morning at 5.
Wake up with 95.5 WSB. How Atlanta starts its day.
I sat outside in my hot tub the other night in the backyard watching the Leonid meteor shower. It was fantastic after midnight. It was 40s outside, over 100 in the hot tub. It was relaxing thanks to the Georgia Spa Company. And right now they're having their Black Friday sale. Hot tubs, swim spas, saunas, cold plunges, all at massive once-a-year discounts. They'll have you relaxing through Christmas and beyond. They've got 9 locations. Go to GeorgiaSpaCompany.com right now. Find the one nearest to you. Get soaking, get savings, and relax.
Hey, folks, Dr. Joe Esposito here. If you've been in an auto accident, don't wait. The pain might not show up right away, but the damage can last a lifetime if it's left untreated. Now, our team of doctors at PainFreeAtlanta.com specialize in post-accident chiropractic that gets to the root of the cause, and that helps you heal naturally without relying on painkillers and risky surgery and other procedures. And if your condition requires further medical attention, we work with a trusted network of qualified medical doctors and specialists to ensure that you get the full care that you deserve. Let us guide you through every step of the process, safely, professionally, and with compassion. We can also find honest, qualified legal representation if necessary. Don't fall for scam artists whose only concern is their wallets and not your health. We also document your injuries so that you get the settlement you deserve. Call us at 404-333-7777 to schedule a free consultation or visit PainFreeAtlanta.com. That's 404-33-47s or visit PainFreeAtlanta.com.
This holiday season, give yourself the gift of a new Kia from Jim Ellis Kia of Kennesaw. During the season of New Traditions year-end sales event, now is the perfect time to save. Lease the 2026 Kia Sportage LX for just $249 a month at Jim Ellis Kia of Kennesaw. The SUV equipped for every holiday adventure. Plus, enjoy year-end savings on remaining 2025 inventory and exclusive customer cash offers on select EV models. Unwrap the savings on a new Kia this holiday season, including the Kia Sportage for only $249 per month. Find yours at JimEllisKiaOfKennesaw.com or stop by 1221 Auto Park Drive, exit 269 off I-75. Jim Ellis Kia of Kennesaw, where you can always expect the best. Offer applies to 2026 Kia Sportage LX, 24-month lease, $249 per month, 10,000 miles per year, $3,999 due at signing, 0 security deposit. Example stock number JSP 26038, MSRP $31,275. Excludes tax, title, and state fees. Offer expires 11/30/25 with approved credit.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 40-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term life insurance may only cost you about $100 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-352-9239. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance to buy $1 million of affordable term life for you. All you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-352-9239. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-352-9239. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. For affordable term life insurance, call 800-352-9239. 800-352-9239.
Because we have lawyers in all 50 states, I see lots of lawyers' ads. Most seem to be bragging on results, but are they true or misleading? For example, in some cases, a firm may try a case even though the at-fault party has no lawyer, then brag in the ad about their results. My son Matt got one for nearly $50 million, but we never collected one dime. Some lawyers may say they got a result even though they were sitting second chair at a firm like mine, and even though they had little to do with it. Happens all the time. All that glitters is not gold. At Morgan & Morgan, our results are real. Visit forthepeople.com and go to Settlements and Verdicts to see for yourself what your case may be worth before you hire a law firm. Do your homework. Fact check. It's easy and too important not to. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
The holidays are here, friends, so let my friends at Publix help you save money by shopping the buy one, get one deals every week. Hey, it's Mark Aaron back with you. BOGOs galore at your neighborhood Publix supermarkets. Check out the BOGO deals before you shop, by the way. Expert tip. You can find the weekly ad online at Publix.com or in the Publix app. My favorite experience at Publix are the BOGOs. Free item must be of equal or lesser value, of course. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
Shelley Winter in for Mark Aram. I normally air Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Christmas trees. We put up our Christmas tree Wednesday. Longoria said you put up your Christmas tree.
I think it was Tuesday she put it up.
Okay. Earliest for you?
Yeah, that probably is the earliest.
Yeah, earliest for me. So first of all, I do a real tree. I've never had a fake tree. We go, again, a shout out to Sleepy Hollow Farms. We go out there. I want to chop mine down this year on my own. Oh,
wow. You were like
I wanted to do
Clark
it.
Griswold in it.
Yeah, yeah. They give you a saw. You could find it, pick it out, and cut it down yourself. But I was told that was too much. That was the quote. You're trying to do too much. Let's just get a tree. You're trying to do too much.
Right.
Literally, I'd laugh because it is funny. You know what I mean? But so we got our tree. It's up now. It's the earliest we've ever put it up. I think there's a lot of people doing the same thing like you and I, Longoria. And I think it's because this has been an unusually tough year in different ways.
Oh, yeah.
Family, financing, work, whatever it is. It's been an increasingly just a tough year. And I believe that there are people who are putting up their tree early. I know for us, we put up our tree earlier than normal just to get in the spirit sooner. Can you say the same thing?
Yeah. I think that's what it is. You know, my wife, we get fake trees just because she's allergic to real trees.
Gotcha.
So we've always had to buy fake trees, and she wanted a new one. The older one kind of was, we've had it for like 15 years, and she was like, I want a new one. So she just went and bought one, and it showed up Tuesday. I got home from work, and it was up, and I was like, okay, cool, yeah, let's do this, you know. So yeah,
that's cool.
But I'm in that same, just funk that everybody else is in right now, for the year. And so it I was like, oh, cool, we got a little brightness in the house, So it kind of
exactly. And because with the real tree, you have that Christmas tree smell in the house.
Yeah.
The lights are blinking or not. Well, I'm a blinker. I've been told that's doing too much. Also, are you a blinker?
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
No, solid and one color.
You a blinker?
Really? Are you? I like colored, like different colors. Do
you like them blinking?
It doesn't matter to me.
Okay,
it's either way. I'm fine with either way. But I don't like just an all white light tree.
Neither do I. I just think, and that's what we have, all whites. The only color in the tree are the different bulbs.
Yeah.
But the lights are all white. And I got to tell you, my Aunt Elaine did that growing up. I hated it. My grandmother did that growing up. Me and my grandfather hated it. I like blinkers.
Why don't you put other lights in there?
Because they won't let us. Same thing now.
You can't just go buy some and throw them on the tree?
No.
Wow.
Are you kidding me?
Okay.
I couldn't do that as a kid with my mom.
With your mom, I understand.
Yeah,
I met your mom.
No,
yeah.
with the significant other, it's like a mother. That's the situation. You know what I mean? No. And I've had this argument over several Christmases now that we've been together. I'm a blinker guy. I like blinkers. I like different colors. I like them to go on and off at different times. That to me is a Christmas tree. One solid color, oh my God. It's like no salt on your food. I really feel that way. It's the Shelley. No, it's not the Shelley Winter Show. It's the Mark Aram Show. I'm Shelley Winter, and I'm simply filling in for my little brother. We will be right back. When we come back, we're going to be on the phone with Bill Crane talking about municipal elections that are coming up on Tuesday. We will be right back.
Dave Baker here for Randall Brothers. I talk to a lot of quality contractors and builders every week, and I ask them, how do you manage to get all the right materials delivered to your site? The answer is always Randall Brothers. Turns out, that's what Randall Brothers does. Make sure you have the right materials delivered to the right place, hassle-free. And they've been doing that for over 140 years. With the widest selection of quality building materials delivered to your build site with no hassle, it's no wonder Randall Brothers is trusted by the pros. See more at randallbrothers.com.
Picture it, your holiday table, the family cooking together, the scent of golden brown bread, rosemary from roasted potatoes, and a salad so crisp it snaps. This season at Kroger, make the moments that matter possible with quality that's affordable in every aisle. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Right now, select 6 to 8 ounce varieties of Kroger cheese are on sale. 3 for $5 when you buy 3 with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
I'm so excited to hear my son's band play tonight. They've been, be right back. They've been rehearsing, bathroom break. Overactive bladder can mean missing out on life's moments, navigating life around the nearest bathroom instead of the next experience. Medtronic therapies have treated nearly 500,000 people worldwide with bladder or bowel control problems. Let Medtronic show you what's possible. Visit medtronic.com/bladderhelp to learn how.
Got a leaky pipe? Trouble with your heat or AC? Ace Hardware Home Services is around the corner with trusted pros to fix it. From plumbing to heating and cooling, we'll keep your home running smoothly all year long. Get help today at acehardwarehomeservices.com.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
And does that actually add up to anything?
I've made around $200.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code AUTO for an extra 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code AUTO for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code AUTO for 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
Good Friday morning at 10:30. I'm Cheryl Castro. Our top local story. Well, it is Black Friday, and that means lots of sales and crowds at Metro Atlanta stores and malls. Shoppers are starting to see some traffic slowdowns, and let's bring in Chinwe Maponyakuk now at the 24-hour traffic center. And you've been telling us one of those hot spots is on the way to the Mall of Georgia.
That's right. So if you're in the Buford area, you're going to notice that Highway 20 is bogged down between Sugar Hill, which is about Old Peachtree Industrial Boulevard, and Old Peachtree Road. So crossing over I-85, Buford Highway, all of that is going to have some slow zones, as well as I-85. Trying to get off onto Highway 20, you're going to be slowing and going as you try and work your way off that exit. And then a new hot spot just popped up, Cheryl, in Woodstock. This is the Outlet Shops at Atlanta. You've got delays coming off of I-575 northbound, just trying to get off that Ridgewalk Parkway exit. That's exit 9. That's where your slowdowns are coming. If you're on the interstate, understand that the slowdowns are folks trying to get off the exits into the malls. Cheryl?
And thank you so much for those warnings, and we'll check back in just a few minutes with you. Elsewhere in Metro Atlanta, Matthew and Anna are among the Black Friday shoppers starting their day at a Target in Paulding County.
We both have lists, and we look forward to seeing the big crowds as we compete trying to get items.
But you're going to compete nicely, right?
Very nicely.
Of course.
Of course.
No pushing and shoving, right?
Never, ever.
Yeah, they tell me they plan on shopping until 9 tonight, ending their Black Friday haul at Lenox. It is 10:31. DeKalb police confirm 4 people are taken to area hospitals after a car crashes into a BP gas station. Early this morning, the crash leaves a hole in the side of a convenience store on the 2500 block of Boulder Crest Road. The car caught fire at one point, but the blaze has been extinguished. The cause of the crash is under investigation. Attorney General Pam Bondi vows there will be justice for the 20-year-old member of the West Virginia National Guard who died late yesterday following Wednesday's shooting in Washington, D.C.
Tragic word of the death of Specialist Sarah Beckstrom means the charges against the suspect will include a count of first-degree murder. The U.S. Attorney for D.C., Janine Pirro, says investigators continue digging into the background of Rahmanullah Lakanwal to determine a motive. If they can establish he was motivated by the ideology of terrorism, Lakanwal is sure to face federal charges that could make him eligible for the death penalty.
As Stephen Portnoy reports, the suspect is an Afghan national from Washington state. In a post to social media late last night, President Trump says he will permanently pause migration for all third world countries. Well, after a fleet of planes was grounded following the deadly UPS crash earlier this month in Louisville, Kentucky, the Sandy Springs company says it'll take much longer than they originally expected to get those planes back in the air.
Due to inspections and possible repairs, the airline now says it will likely be several months before its fleet returns to service as it works to meet FAA guidelines, which means they will miss the peak holiday delivery season.
Stacey Lynn reports UPS is grounding its fleet of MD-11 cargo planes indefinitely. As post-Thanksgiving travel begins on the road, best time to travel earlier rather than later.
But if you can get on the roads before 11 a.m., try and do that because AAA says the worst time for traffic will be between the hours of 1 p.m. and 7 p.m.
And you don't have much time from now. Matt Rivers reports, according to Hopper, the busiest airports will be Atlanta and Chicago. Right now, at Hartsfield-Jackson, FlightAware shows 43 flight delays, no cancellations so far. Well, if you are thinking of popping the question over the holidays, consumer expert Clark Howard says, despite recent reports, lab-created diamonds have not lost their luster.
For the first time ever, more than half of engagement rings sold have lab-created diamonds. And WSB consumer expert Clark Howard says that's a smart money choice.
If I buy a dug-out-of-the-earth diamond and then later I want to sell it, it's worth a tiny fraction of what I paid for it.
He says lab-created diamonds are even less expensive now as more are being created, and that's driving down the price of what he calls dug-out-of-the-earth diamonds. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
It's now 10:34, live team coverage of traffic and weather. Let's bring back Chinwe Maponyakuk, get an update from her in the WSB 24-hour traffic center.
Well, speaking of holiday travel, things are looking good. The express lanes are closed on I-75, but that's okay. If you're making your way out of Morrow into McDonough, you've got no issues. Speed limit conditions on I-75 from Hudson Bridge Road all the way down to Bill Gardner Parkway. This report is sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Macy's Backstage is a whole department inside your Macy's store where you can find so many holiday essentials, all for under $25. Don't wait. Find a location at Macy'sBackstage.com. I'm Chinwe Maponyakuk, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upward. Staying cold and windy today, even with the sunshine. High 47. Wind chills will remain in the 30s for much of the afternoon. Wind gusts as high as 20 miles per hour. Lows tonight dropping down to the upper 20s to low 30s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with a high near 50. Rain showers return on Sunday. Highs in the low 50s.
And right now, sunny, 38 degrees in Kennesaw. You're at 40 in Noonan. Decatur, 39 degrees. We'll have more news at 11 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Cheryl Castro, 95.5 WSB.
The U.S. is investing up to $1 billion to fight the spread of bird flu.
At the top and bottom of every hour.
Traffic congestion around Metro Atlanta continues to cost commuters.
And when it breaks.
The suspect is in critical condition after being struck multiple times.
Check back 3, 4, 5 times a day for the latest.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's breaking news station.
Coming up next in 2 minutes on the Mark Arum Show, Bill Crane joins us to talk about the municipal elections in Sandy Springs, Roswell, and City of South Fulton on Tuesday. That's next on the Mark Arum Show.
Omaha Steaks offers unrivaled quality and variety every bite, backed by their 100% guarantee. They've been in business since 1917. They're kind of like America's Butcher. They're the butcher shop that my house uses often for great deals. Omaha Steaks has delicious offerings, and they make meal prep so easy for our house. Even like the individually wrapped boneless, skinless chicken breasts, fantastic and tender. They're not like steroided, roid rage chicken breasts. They're tender. They're the perfect size. Everything you get from Omaha Steaks is great. Right now, you get 50% off site-wide and an extra 20% off select favorites at omahasteaks.com. It's their cyber sale. And at checkout, you put in Eric as your promo code. You get an extra $35 off. Terms apply. See site for detail. omahasteaks.com. 50% off site-wide, 20% off select favorites. At checkout, use Eric, E-R-I-C-K, as your promo code. You're going to get an extra $35 off. Incredible value, incredible steaks. omahasteaks.com.
Hi, I'm Lexi, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. If you're planning to propose this holiday, we're ready to make creating your engagement ring a warm, welcoming experience. At Shane Company, we're all about your style, your budget, your dream engagement ring. Explore the widest selection of diamonds and ring settings ready for you to see in person, or visit us at shaneco.com. You'll have your ring in days, not weeks. Our friendly jewelry consultants don't work on commission. There's never any pressure, just perfect proposals. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Hey everyone, it's your buddy Shelley Winter here. Join me this Saturday at noon for the Car Guys with Kevin Deutsch from Butler Lexus of South Atlanta. Buy or lease, fix or sell, everything you want to know about cars, we will cover Saturday noon to 1 right here on 95.5 WSB.
Hi, I'm Dale with TrustDale.com. For over a decade, I've trusted America's Best Choice for windows, doors, siding, and decks. And with their 3-way warranty, including my $10,000 Make It Right guarantee, you can invest with confidence.
That's right, Dale. America's Best Choice offers highest quality, energy-efficient windows and special pricing on custom decks. We also offer beautiful siding, doors, and now roofing, all with no pressure, no gimmicks. Visit abcwin.com for your free in-home estimate. America's Best Choice. Quality you can trust, prices you can afford.
I did it my way.
Oh, that's my song. That's my song. Did Arum add this to his bumpers? Yeah.
This is Bill's
this
intro
is Bill's
music.
intro music.
Oh, is it? Oh, I love this. Oh man, I'll never forget Trump flying off into from. I know. I'm a part of the cult. Let's go, Bill Crane. Bill, how are you, sir?
It's not Multiplication Rock or the I'm Just a Bill song, Shell, but yeah, this was the first theme song that the station gave me for bumper music intro when we came back 2 years ago that Mark welcomed me back with.
All right. So, Bill, can I voice a complaint? I just want to share this with the audience. I voiced this complaint with you already. I want to share it with the audience. So, Bill, the political analyst for 95.5 WSB, he's on Mark Arum. As you can see, comes on, what is it, every Friday, guys, at 10:35? Bill Crane, right? When are you on with Von Hessler, Bill?
On Tuesday afternoons at 5. I know where we're going with
Tuesday afternoons at 5, right? He's on Von Hessler. And for the longest, Bill used to come on the Shelley Winter Show every Friday. And he would miss some Fridays. So we moved it to, what do we move it to, Bill? Tuesday?
We moved it to Thursday at 8, which is the night I also have my daughter
Right.
Olivia with me.
So we lost Thursdays because
and I missed a few. Yes, we did. And then Georgia football and Georgia basketball have sort of thrown. And I've been dealing with this little health situation. So what Shelley is going to share has not been as prompt and on schedule on his show as I have on Mark Aram's show and on Hessler Doctrine. But Shell, when I asked you last week about Monday, you said
I had a guest already.
So,
I had a guest already.
I know.
I just
Pick
wanted
a
to voice
night
right.
and I will show up.
I just wanted to complain
Fair-
just because
fair shot. Fair shot.
every week you're right there, Johnny, on the spot for the other guys. No, I'm just kidding, Bill. I love you, brother. You know I do. Talk to us about the municipal elections. I want to start with Roswell. What are we looking at up in Roswell?
Well, the point I wanted to make to the larger listening audience is that we had a month ago on Tuesday, November 4th, pretty lame turnout, as we almost always do in municipal elections. There's 530 cities in the state of Georgia. There's about 85 municipal school districts. So you're electing mayors, city council, board of education, and there were spots that the turnout was decent for a municipal election. DeKalb County had about 27% turnout, but most of the state turnout was county by county between 12 and 17%, meaning that 80 to 85% of voters did not vote at all.
Right.
So there are runoff elections, which are this Tuesday, and in Fulton County, which is 100 miles long tip to toe, in the cities of Roswell, Sandy Springs, and South Fulton, there are some very hotly contested runoff elections underway. And I want people to understand the 85% that didn't bother to vote, these are the folks that decide whether or not you have a police department. These are the folks that decide which miles of roads get paved, which sidewalks get laid, what your millage rate is for your city government, liquor licenses, zoning. In many ways, more things that affect your day-to-day quality of life than national politics, which, real or unreal, is where the majority of attention and focus has been for local and national media for at least the last 2 years.
Yep.
So get out and participate. And in Roswell, we have no term limits. So succeeding the mayor, Jerry Wood, we've had another mayor for a few terms who is well received, but there's been some, as often are, disputes how the growth of Roswell is being managed. So you've got a hotly contested race there. In Sandy Springs, Rusty Paul, who started out as the mayor of Stone Mountain and was a state senator and chaired the state party, is seeking, I believe, it's either his third term or his fourth term. He's a strong mayor, well regarded by many, but he's also viewed kind of as a benevolent dictator. So there is an insurgent move to replace him. And then South Fulton, you've got two folks kind of crying wolf and crook at each other that try and decide who gets to lead, the incumbent mayor who's been weathering a number of controversies, or one of the challengers who are on the city council. And we can drill into any one of those races, but the larger point is these races matter. I will be surprised at this point turnout on Tuesday is greater than 9 or 10%.
Exactly right. And I have good friends. If those of you don't know, don't listen to my show on a regular basis, I am very good friends with Michael Render, also known as Killer Mike, the rapper. And we talk about it all the time. His biggest push is that local elections are more important than the national elections because, as Bill Crane so eloquently put it, that's where your life is. That's where you have an impact on your life on a day-to-day basis.
Literally where the rubber meets the road.
Absolutely.
And the city of Atlanta has several city council runoffs and a few on the school board. City of Atlanta's school board decides how to spend $1.8 billion next year.
Absolutely. And you're electing that person. So when you complain about things and you're on social media running your mouths about your opinions on politics, talking about the federal politics, mostly about the White House, understand you're ignoring the races that mean the most to you and can impact your lives directly. Judicial races, like you said, school board races, city council races, things like that. I live in Mableton, and the growth that's going on in Mableton is it's on the one hand, you could say it's amazing, but on the other hand, you also want it to be controlled because it can get to be too much. I like Rusty Paul in Sandy Springs, and I like Carmelita Gums in South Fulton in those runoffs. Let me ask you this: that South Fulton runoff, it's almost becoming embarrassing what's happening. Someone took out a temporary restraining order against Mark Baker, who's in a runoff. Both of them are calling the other corrupt. It's just the other races are still on the policies. And I hate to say this, but I'm looking at Sandy Springs between Dante Carter and Rusty Paul. pretty much that race is going about policy. How fast, how little to grow. Roswell, same thing. But down in South Fulton, it's become just a mudslinging fest.
Yeah, unfortunately, some of the newer cities, South Fulton is one of those. I've done a bunch of work for College Park recently. The mud comes harder and faster. The personal charges that, in some cases might be litigatable after an election. I don't know that anyone is served by that, and I've advised a lot of candidates over the years, and I point out once you get in the mud, it's hard to get out. Once you get down on that level, the next race is going to be on that level too. And so I advise people if you're not going to run on why people should vote for you, if your answer is only negative campaigning, that's eventually going to bite you in the ass.
Yeah.
And as I've seen it happen many, many times to many candidates over the years, the incumbents who get elected only running a negative campaign and then find themselves, once they're the incumbent, the butt of a negative campaign the next cycle.
Absolutely. Bill, we got a couple minutes. I went on what I thought was a pretty interesting and I think informative rant about the ramifications of Marjorie Taylor Greene resigning. One of the things I talked about was the Democrat that's running, a guy by the name of Sean Harris. He's a veteran. He's a farmer, pro-gun. He's a very centrist, very moderate Democrat. I would call him an old-school Democrat, Southern Democrat. Do you think that in the 14th, with the turnout being low, with it being a special election, that this guy has a chance?
I've met him, and I would agree with your assessment of him. No. The 14th is between the 14th and the 9th, the most reliably Republican in terms of vote percentages, closer to 75% in the state. And you've got, as you announced on your show earlier this week, State Senator Colton Moore and a couple of very conservative MAGA-focused Republicans who I do think would be an echo vote for Donald Trump and not necessarily represent the interests of the district, but they'll have the upper hand. They'll go in, and it'll probably be Marjorie Taylor Greene, people forget, first won a special election when similarly Tom Graves left Congress and became a lobbyist, who was the first congressman to represent the 14th, which is our newest district. So I think they'll probably end up with 7 or 8 candidates in that field, and there will be a runoff probably between 2 Republicans. I just don't think there's enough Democrats in the 14th district who are going to turn out in a low turnout election to put one of them in a runoff to win that special election runoff. And I do think the voters of the 14th need to understand between the special election, the likely special election runoff, and then in 2026, there's a whole new election for that same seat. So there'll be a primary, probably a primary runoff and a general election. There will be potentially 5 elections between now and November of 2026 as to who will hold the 14th seat.
Absolutely. And remember this also, Bill, you have to pay $5,000 qualifying fee twice.
Unless you qualify as a pauper. But that's another reason, and I'm not trying to cast Democratic aspersions, but that's a little one of the hunts, if you will, and he is a blue dog Democrat, but that rank and file activist who may be active in the party, $5,000 is just not a small chunk of change. In a normal congressional election, you're looking at probably having to raise and spend $2 million these days. And so the price tag also has made it difficult for a lot of people who might otherwise consider making a run for a congressional seat. It's made it daunting.
I'm going to tell you this, Bill. I'm not going to bet on the guy to win, but I bet on if he's a sole Democrat, the same thing happens in the 14th that happened in Brandon Beach's seat. I'll bet you dinner that he gets into a runoff because he's the only one.
He may, but then what you'll see exactly what happened in Brandon Beach's seat, even though North Fulton went for the Democrat, that part of Brandon Beach's old district. Cherokee County voters who are also reliably Republican saw what was happening and turned out in that runoff.
But I'll give you
55, 60% and carried the election.
But I'll give you one before that. Kelly Loeffler, jungle primary, and then lost to Warnock. So it can happen.
Yeah, but it can. But in that instance, the president himself.
I know.
And Marjorie Taylor Greene said the election machines are rigged. Your vote they didn't say your vote doesn't count, but they were very focused on the recount and looking backwards at the 2020 results instead of looking forward at the special election in January of 2021, which put 2 U.S. senators in office and 400,000 Republicans
didn't show up. But here's the thing:
block of which We're in the 14th district, didn't show up.
Here's my point. PSC election, low turnout, 4% in 14th. And then the other thing is you have a divorce between Trump and Marjorie Taylor Greene. How does that impact turnout? I'll leave you with that. We'll bet our dinner.
We can add another dinner, Shell. I mean, you're stacking them up. You're going
I'm
to be
stacking
owing
up
me
these
for all
dinners.
these.
Bill Crane, how can people get in touch with you, Bill?
Bill Crane, bill.csicrane@gmail.com, or just Google Bill Crane, and you'll find my column once a week, One Man's Opinion, on WSBradio.com and about 90 other outlets around the state, and all the socials, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, yada, yada, yada.
God bless you, Bill. Happy Thanksgiving weekend, and please give a hug to the beautiful daughter of yours.
I will. Take care, Shell.
Bye-bye. We'll be right back. Let's check traffic with Chinwei. Hey, Chinwei.
Hey, Shelly. It's 10:50 in the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center. You'll be happy to know the downtown connector is flowing smoothly at this time. I-75, 85 north and southbound. Only going to take you 11 minutes to travel through the heart of the city from Langford Parkway 166 up to Atlantic Station 17th Street, exit 251. This report is sponsored by Georgia Aquarium and World of Coca-Cola. Georgia Aquarium and World of Coca-Cola have partnered to give you the best of both worlds, all under one special deal. Get your combo ticket at AtlantaIcons.com. I'm Chinwei Maponya-Cook, 95.5 WSB.
Clark Howard here. And each year we set a goal to provide gifts for every child in foster care across the state of Georgia. And we can't do it without you. Join me at 3 different Walmarts across Metro Atlanta December 7th, 13th, and 14th for our 35th annual Clark's Christmas Kids. Help make Georgia foster kids' Christmas wishes come true. For more information about how you can donate and for Walmart store locations, visit WSBradio.com.
I sat outside in my hot tub the other night in the backyard watching the Leonid meteor shower. It was fantastic. After midnight, it was 40s outside, over 100 in the hot tub. It was relaxing thanks to the Georgia Spa Company. And right now they're having their Black Friday sale. Hot tubs, swim spas, saunas, cold plunges, all at massive once-a-year discounts. They'll have you relaxing through Christmas and beyond. They've got 9 locations. Go to GeorgiaSpaCompany.com right now. Find the one nearest to you. Get soaking, get savings, and relax.
Looking for some iced caffeine, left you in the cold. No one knows why brown water costs as much as liquid gold. Told him your name was Brian, why does this cup say Nicole? But then you found paradise in your cup at the Quick Trip. No regrets to start your day.
Mike Rowe here with another fun fact. If your concrete is cracked or uneven, you can actually lift it back up. Whether it's a sinking driveway, a patio, or a sidewalk, do yourself a favor and call a Groundworks company. I spent some time working with these guys. They're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to lift your concrete slabs. Schedule a free inspection with AquaGuard, a Groundworks company, and tell them Mike sent you.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Picture it, your holiday table, the family cooking together, the scent of golden brown bread, rosemary from roasted potatoes, and a salad so crisp it snaps. This season at Kroger, make the moments that matter possible with quality that's affordable in every aisle. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
You can save big on fresh Heritage Farm boneless chicken breasts. They're on sale now for only $1.99 a pound with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
This holiday season, give yourself the gift of a new Kia from Jim Ellis Kia of Kennesaw. During the Season of New Traditions year-end sales event, now is the perfect time to save. Lease the 2026 Kia Sportage LX for just $249 a month at Jim Ellis Kia of Kennesaw. The SUV equipped for every holiday adventure. Plus, enjoy year-end savings on remaining 2025 inventory and exclusive customer cash offers on select EV models. Unwrap the savings on a new Kia this holiday season, including the Kia Sportage for only $249 per month. Find yours at JimEllisKiaOfKennesaw.com or stop by 1221 Auto Park Drive, exit 269 off I-75. Jim Ellis Kia of Kennesaw, where you can always expect the best. Offer applies to 2026 Kia Sportage LX, 24-month lease, $249 per month, 10,000 miles per year, $3,999 due at signing, 0 security deposit. Example stock number JSP 26038, MSRP $31,275. Excludes tax, title, and state fees. Offer expires 11/30/25 with approved credit.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
And does that actually add up to anything?
I've made around $200.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code AUTO for an extra 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or any gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code AUTO for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code AUTO for 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up.
But Charlie Brown, it's Thanksgiving. What's that got to do with anything? Well, one of the greatest traditions we have is the Thanksgiving Day football game. And the biggest, most important tradition of all is the kicking off of the football. That football clear to the moon!
Shelley Winter in for Mark Aram wanted to play that because going around on social media, Charles Schulz in 1968 introduced the Franklin character to Charlie Brown, who's an African-American character. And it came from a California school teacher who asked him, hey, can you introduce this character? And he was hesitant at first. And many newspapers in the South, of course, were complaining why they were trying to pull it. Syndicates and some newspaper editors complained. A few asked Schulz to remove the character or change the scenes where Franklin sat in class with white kids. And Schulz refused, to his credit, and Franklin has been with Charlie Brown ever since. But there's a meme that goes around every Thanksgiving. The Charlie Brown Christmas, Franklin is on the side of the table by himself in a lawn chair. Two heads of the table, Charlie Brown and three others on the other side of the table. And people complain, why is Franklin by himself? Well, one, Franklin's in a lounge chair. He's the most comfortable of all. Number two, he's sitting in a position where he can see the whole table, which is a sign of authority and respect. Please stop being race baiters with Charlie Brown. We'll be right back.
WSB Atlanta, WSBB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
It's happening, guys. Your hair's thinning, the crown's disappearing. Hair loss might have you feeling you've lost your identity. It's Mark Aram here. Thankfully, there's Advanced Hair Simple One-Day Treatment. You decide how much, how thick, and where. It's your own natural hair that begins regrowing the very next day, and it's guaranteed to grow for life. I've seen Advanced Hair's incredible results with my own eyes. Get your free consultation, $250 off, and 250 free hair grafts. Call 470-660-HAIR or AdvancedHair.com.
Hi, I'm Dale with TrustDale.com. For over a decade, I've trusted America's Best Choice for windows, doors, siding, and decks. And with their 3-way warranty, including my $10,000 Make It Right guarantee, you can invest with confidence.
That's right, Dale. America's Best Choice offers highest quality, energy-efficient windows and special pricing on custom decks. We also offer beautiful siding, doors, and now roofing, all with no pressure, no gimmicks. Visit abcwind.com for your free in-home estimate. America's Best Choice. Quality you can trust, prices you can afford.
Will my hair really grow back? Will you stay with me tonight, Mommy?
By giving today, you can help our kids get the care and treatment they need. Give to Children's for that. Donate today at choa.org/give.
When you need quality professional tree work, choose Heath Tree Service. Hi, I'm Jimmy Heath. My father started Heath Tree Service over 60 years ago, and we're still family owned. Certified arborists and experts with trees. Find us at heathtreeservice.com.
Hey, you're the guy jumping out of the back of the TE certified trucks.
Yeah, that's me. We get concerned calls now and then, but rest assured I'm safe. It's just a picture.
Chris Chandler here. Josh is not only the local owner of TE certified electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling, but you're a fourth-generation master electrician.
That's right, and now I spend most of my time teaching our team the values that define a TE technician: to be kind, to be honest, and to work hard.
TE certified, we love your home.
News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
It's 11 o'clock. I'm Mary Ryan Howarth. Our top story: the suspect in the shooting and killing of one National Guard soldier and critically injuring another is now facing a first-degree murder charge. President Trump says tens of thousands of other Afghans who came here under the same program as the shooter will be reevaluated to see if they should be sent back. Correspondent Nancy Cordes had this exchange with the president in West Palm Beach.
Your DOJ IG just reported this year that there was thorough vetting by DHS and by the FBI of these Afghans who were brought into the U.S. So why do you blame the Biden administration?
Because they let them in. Are you stupid? Are you a stupid person? Because they came on a plane along with thousands of other people that shouldn't be here, and you're just asking questions because you're a stupid person.
President Trump is threatening to end immigration from what he calls third world and expel anyone who is, quote, not an asset to the United States. It's 39 degrees in Atlanta, and it's not getting that much warmer today. WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecasts coming up. DeKalb police confirm 4 people are taken to area hospitals after a car crashes into a BP gas station early this morning. The crash leaves a hole in the side of the convenience store on the 2500 block of Boulder Crest Road. The car caught fire at one point, but the blaze has been extinguished. The cause of the crash is under investigation. In Haram, a police officer's home goes up in flames on Thanksgiving. Paulding County Fire and Rescue respond to the home on Baywood Crossings. No injuries are reported. The home is a total loss. A cause of the blaze is under investigation. Meanwhile, the Paulding Public Safety Appreciation Foundation has created a fundraiser to support the officer and their family. Don't believe the stories about lab-created diamonds starting to lose their appeal. WSB consumer expert Clark Howard says.
So this is all part of a coordinated, orchestrated publicity campaign to try to turn people against lab diamonds.
In fact, Clark says for the first time, more than half of engagement rings had lab-grown diamonds as opposed to dug out of the earth diamonds. Lab-grown diamonds can cost up to 85% less than natural diamonds, and Clark says nobody can tell the difference. Fulton County Animal Services is calling this Black Fur Day, encouraging holiday shoppers to bring a new family member home for the holidays. Starting today through December 7th, all pet adoptions at the county animal shelter on Fulton Industrial Boulevard will be free. The normal cost is $85 for dogs and $65 for cats. The free adoptions also apply to all pets currently in foster homes. Of adoptable pets come spayed and neutered with microchips and required vaccinations. NASA scientists are seeing lightning on Mars, and it's not like the bolts of lightning we have on Earth. In research published this week in the Journal of Nature, scientists describe the Mars lightning as mini, more like static electricity shocks you feel when you touch something metal. The mini lightning has been captured by a microphone on NASA's Perseverance rover, mostly occurring during dust storms on Mars. New instruments will be needed to send to the planet to verify their findings. It's 11:03, time now for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Let's check in with Stephanie Stallworth in the WSB 24-hour Traffic Center.
Hey, Mary Ryan. Overall, as we know, pretty good day for you here traffic-wise on the area interstates. Did have a heads up, though, for some debris out there. 85 headed northbound on the south side, right near 285 in the center of the roadway. This report sponsored by Blindster.com. Blindster's Black Friday sale is here. Save up to 50% now on all custom blinds, guaranteed to fit at a price lower than big box stores. Hurry, this sale ends soon. Stephanie Stallworth, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Partly cloudy skies, breezy, and staying cold. High 47, but the feels like wind chills will remain in the 20s to 30s for much of the day. Actual temperatures tonight in the upper 20s to low 30s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, high near 50. Rain showers return on Sunday with highs in the low 50s.
Right now it's 39 in Norcross, 38 in Douglasville, and 39 degrees in Midtown. More news after the game. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Mary Ryan Howarth, 95.5 WSB.
I'll run this town to be near you.
Shelley Winter in for Mark Aram. Big story going on. It's really shameful what's happening. Vinny, I have his name. We could just put him on hold. I'll go right to him. State Senator Drew Eccles is on with us. I'll go right to him. Yeah, I'll explain the story. And so Gainesville got into a fight with Brunswick High School, I believe it was Brunswick, and they got into a big fight. It was 42-0. They got into a big fight, big brawl, and the Georgia High School Association, High School Sports Association, they knocked about 30. Oh man. So they put about 30 plus suspensions to the Gainesville players. Gainesville High School, they went to a court, tried to seek an injunction. The judge gave them an injunction, and these players were going to be allowed to play. And then Gainesville High School, to their credit, punished 4 or 5 of the players that really were egregious in this brawl.
So it was a football game, and they just started fighting each other?
It's 42-0 in the third quarter,
right.
And there was a big brawl broke out. The Brunswick player snatched the helmets off of 2 Gainesville players because they were losing and punched one of them, and then a brawl broke out. And so last news that broke, Gainesville was going to be able to play most of their players. Gainesville then suspended 3 or 4 players. As of yesterday, the Georgia High School Sports Association went to another hearing and they decided they're going to suspend the games. The games won't play. They're supposed to play tonight in the quarterfinals. So I went to State Senator Drew Eccles. Drew Eccles, how are you, State Senator?
Good morning. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving, Shelley.
Yes, sir. I hope you did also. Happy Thanksgiving to you. So, Drew Eccles, Gainesville high school, Gainesville High is in your district. Tell us what the feeling is that's going on up there.
Well, we feel like our guys didn't get treated very fairly. I mean, you know, you hear a lot on social media, all the social justice warriors out there that rules are rules. But I'll tell you what, punishment's punishment also, and those 2 punishments were not handed down equally at all. I mean, if one team's getting punished next year and the other team's getting punished this year, I don't know, man. It makes no sense to me. But,
absolutely.
You know, that's just the starting of it. But go ahead.
No, you finish.
Well, also, you know, you've got, like you mentioned, leading up to the question, you got comes into play the question of self-defense, right? And GHSA, in their rules, it doesn't mention self-defense at all. But it also, they're not responsible when somebody gets hurt out there, not defending themselves. So, I don't think you can have it both ways, really. And I understand if we get into this, the next thing you know, we'll be having instant replay and maybe even TV timeouts in high school sports. And I'm not so convinced that that's necessary. But I mean, let's just be real here and what's right for these guys, what's right for the whole entire bracket. Langston Hughes, it's not fair to them to have to be sitting here waiting, scratching their head. They're a very good football team, and they want to play a good football team.
So what happens next? The game is not going to be played this afternoon or this evening. Gainesville versus Langston Hughes. By the way, to your point, Langston Hughes is a top one school in the state in the biggest classification, 5A. Right? Is 5A? Is there a 6A?
Oh, yeah. There is a 6A. There's a bigger classification.
Okay, so they're 5A.
Yeah, we're almost there.
Right,
Yep.
so 5A, and so Gainesville doesn't get to play Langston Hughes. What happens to that game? What happens to these two teams going forward? Because we're not going to have a court case this afternoon.
Well, I think, we're postponed right now, and I suspect they're going to rule something. They said they're going to rule something by Tuesday. Personally, I figure what they're trying to do right now, what GHSA is trying to do right now is get this egg off their face. A judge ruled, and they sort of overruled the judge. They postponed the game, and I think they're trying to figure it out right now. They got embarrassed, and we'll see.
But why do you think they doubled down? Why do you think they doubled down? The judge, approved the injunction. The game was going to be played, and then they go back to postpone the game. Why do you think they did that?
Well, look, man, I listen to you a lot, Shelley, and you're a common sense guy, and you talk about when these basically GHSA is not much more than a bureaucratic-run organization, and they're not held accountable by anybody. So, giving them a little bit too much power, like we do a lot of other boards and things. And I don't think our state senate or state legislature ought to spend 4 months of the taxpayers' time going and making a rule book for high school sports, but I think we need to get it into some hands that are a little bit more competent than GHSA.
Absolutely, I agree with you. And to me, for Gainesville, I know that Gainesville High is in your district, but to me, the kids that are being punished the worst of all of this is Langston Hughes, who had nothing to do with the brawl.
Absolutely, and they're sitting there in limbo. And they don't even know what it's going to look like going forward. They could be playing a short schedule in the playoff season. How is that fair to the whole entire bracket? Like I said earlier.
And these are just quarterfinals, so it's not like we only have 4 teams left if it was the semis or the finals with 2 teams. This is the quarterfinals. There's a bunch of teams sitting around that's going to have to wait and see.
That's right. So we'll. Fingers crossed, and hopefully GHSA can come to their senses by Tuesday, and let's get this thing played and find a winner for, and it's amazing if you look on social media, and I get it, social media is kind of the devil these days, but man, people all over the state of Georgia are supportive of these kids, and that's ultimately what it's about. It's not about the superintendent, it's not about the coach, it's not about their state senator. It's about these guys that have worked, and 3 or 4 of them absolutely deserve to be benched. But by and large, they were defending their teammates. What can you say?
Absolutely. State Senator Drew Echols, we appreciate you calling in the last minute. Have a wonderful rest of your holiday weekend, you and your family, and keep up the good work out there in your district. God bless you.
Yes, sir. You too.
We reached out to him. Go ahead. I agree with him. Longoria, you played football, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Yeah. So you're playing football, you're on the sidelines, helmets off. Maybe you play defense. The offensive is on the field.
I did play defense.
Right. So the offense is on the field, you're on the sidelines with your helmet off. And one of your offensive players gets his helmet ripped off, and the guy starts going ham on him. The whole bench is clearing.
Yeah, oh yeah.
We're
sticking up for the guy.
Of course. You've been doing up downs with this guy since 90 degrees in the summer. This is your guy.
Yeah.
And so you can't even tell adults not to do that. In the NFL, they still do it. In baseball, pitcher hits a ball player, there's a benches clearing brawl in baseball. These are grown men with $1 million contracts, knowing they're going to get fined. So how do you expect it to happen to high school kids? It's just this whole thing and like State Senator Echols said, it reeks of a board just overstepping their bounds, doing too much. As the kids say, oh, you're doing too much. And that's really what this whole situation is for me. The Georgia high school, you guys just need to stand down. Let these kids play. The judge has already ruled. Let them play tonight. I know it's too late, but this is just crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, we're going off the air at 11:30. Coming up next, we're going to have an exclusive interview with Mike Dabrowski for Black Friday. But I want to end the show because that's our interview coming up next. So this is kind of the last we're going to be talking. There's something going around called mass blackout. I don't know if you've seen it on social media. Let me read to you the flyer, right? It says, we're pulling the plug on corporate control. This holiday season, we shut down the system. System error, connection to capitalism lost. This is a coordinated economic shutdown, a collective refusal to participate in a system that profits off our pain, exploits our labor, and buys our politicians. The mass blackout is supposed to go from November 25th, 2 days ago, through December 2nd, which I think is Tuesday. It says no spending, no work, no surrender. The system isn't broken. It's working exactly as designed for the wealthy. This sounds like a communist manifesto, as a matter of fact. It says stop online or in-store shopping, except for small businesses. Stop work. Stop streaming. Cancel subscriptions. No digital purchases. Remove the regime. If you must spend, support small local businesses only and pay in cash. We're not targeting small businesses or communities. We're targeting the corporate systems that profit from injustice, fuel authoritarianism, and crush worker power. This is the Communist Party backing this. I'm assuring you that it is. It is. By the way, if this thing started on the 25th, which was Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, if it started Tuesday the 25th, I got to tell you, people have been shopping. Large numbers of people have been shopping. As a matter of fact, Lenox Mall is talking about having the hugest crowd they've had in several years. So please, if you see this flyer pop up, don't follow it. Shop. And here's why. Boycotts worked in the 60s. Boycotts worked in the 20s because you had a segregated society. Right? Labor unions popped up in the 10s and the 20s and the 30s because you needed labor unions. People were working 80-hour weeks and making no money. Child labor laws weren't enacted, and so you needed unions. These things are not the same fight. You can't fight the same fight in 2025 that you fought before. And you know why? Because we have an integrated society. Every store you don't go to this weekend has employees. Many of them are working poor, lower middle class. And if you don't shop in these stores, they will eventually lay off these workers. And you're hurting the very people you profess to be supporting. So please, ladies and gentlemen, if you come across the flyer that says mass blackout, do not support it. Go support your stores, because when you walk into a Walmart, you're going to see a grandmother or a single mom or a single dad. You're going to see your neighbors. And if you don't go into Walmart, eventually they will get let go. And many of those people that work in those type of retail environments pretty much are unqualified to go do much else. And you're going to ruin their lives. The dumbest thing I see in the 2025 is something called a mass blackout, where you don't go to work, you don't spend your money, and you shut down the system. No, you won't do anything except hurt your neighbor. Shelley Winter in for Mark Aaron. When we come back, we're going to be on the phone with Mike Dabrowski to talk about Black Friday. But right now, we're going to go check traffic with my little tiny little sister, Chinwe. Hey, Chinwe.
Hey, Chinwei's on
she's not
her
there.
shopping journey or off
Is
to
this
her
Stephanie?
day. It's Stephanie.
Hey, Stephanie, sorry.
Hey, Shelly. No worries. We're out here with not much happening, Shelly, as you're traveling around the area interstate. Did have one issue here, 985 southbound, right near State Route 20, Buford Highway. It's in the left travel lane as you head through the area, but again, not a lot of volume out there today. This update is sponsored by bathfitter.com, the leader in bathroom innovation. Right now, during Bathfitter's Black Friday event, you can save up to $800 on your new bathroom. Visit bathfitter.com to get started today. That's bathfitter.com. Stephanie Stallworth, 95.5 WSB.
Coming up from the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra, a Delta classical concert featuring Sibelius's ever-popular Finlandia and Khachaturian's passionate violin concerto. December 4th and 6th at Symphony Hall. Details at aso.org.
Visit my friends at Tara Fine Jewelry Company in Beaufort. This is Scott Slade. They specialize in exquisite handcrafted fine jewelry and natural mined diamonds, never mass-produced. It's where I've been doing business for over 25 years. Tara Fine Jewelry Company in Beaufort.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 40-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term life insurance may only cost you about $100 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-352-9239. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance to buy $1 million of affordable term life for you. All you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-352-9239. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-352-9239. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. For affordable term life insurance, call 800-352-9239. 800-352-9239.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-2798. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-575-2798. That's 800-575-2798.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Since we have lawyers in all 50 states, I see and hear lots of lawyer ads. It seems that most are bragging on what they got their clients. But be careful. If you heard that someone sold their car for $500,000, you would be impressed. But if you later learned that it was a rare $10 million Ferrari, would you say that person got screwed? And that's before you even know if it's true. Who is fact-checking? And how much went to medical bills and lawyers' fees? If you want to get an idea what your case may be really worth, visit forthepeople.com and go to Settlements and Verdicts. You will see what a law firm like ours is capable of, and fact check for yourself. All that glitters is not gold. We became America's largest injury firm for a reason. We won big, a lot. At Morgan & Morgan, we represent consumers. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 1-877-CARS-4-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
So you're losing your hair and you need a simple solution that works, but you want the best. It's Mark Arum here. Modern technology, top-rated physicians. You want something that's guaranteed to work. Guys, you need Advanced Hair. Advanced Hair's completely redefined hair restoration, from the experience itself to the unmatched results they produce. Receding hairline, bald spot, thinning hair, address them all with a simple one-day treatment in a calm, relaxed environment with experienced pros. Advanced Hair has performed tens of thousands of breakthrough advanced FUE treatments, and get this, your own natural hair begins to regrow the very next day. No one else in Atlanta can offer the advanced FUE found at Advanced Hair. Fix your hair loss today, starting with your free consultation, and you'll also get $500 off if you move forward. Call 470-660-HAIR. Refine your hairline with a team that's redefined hair restoration. And don't forget to ask about that Advanced Hair Guarantee, 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
Shelley Winter in for Mark Arum. Coming up next, the UGA Georgia Tech pregame show. Games today, starting at 3 p.m., I believe, or 3:30, can't remember. But that game's here live on 95.5 WSP, so please keep it locked here for the rest of the afternoon. Big game today. The line, I've seen the lines go from 11.5. I've seen as low as 11.5, as high as 14. Georgia is favored in this game. I'm telling you, if you can get Georgia Tech at 14 points, I would take Tech plus the points. I think it's going to be another close game. Tech has a lot to prove, and they can't lose. Georgia starts slow, which can allow Tech to build up a little bit of a lead to keep it close. So if you're able to get plus 14 or 13.5, I would take Georgia Tech. If you see something lower than 13.5, I would take UGA to cover. Those are my upset picks of the day. I want to talk about really quickly. Thank you, Deborah Green. Deborah Green brought in pies, home-baked pies that she made. Out on the transom is a Gladys Knight pie, sweet potato pie is out there. Someone brought in for us. Thank you for that. Longoria brought in a chicken biscuit from Chick-fil-A for me. Vinny didn't bring in anything, nothing at all, but his taste buds and his appetite. Wednesday, I was on the air Wednesday night, and one of the things that I knew Von Hessler Doctrine, they were working and they were complaining about having to work the day before Thanksgiving. I understand that. One of the things that happens for people that come in 2, 3 in the afternoon is that when anything is done free food at the station, it's usually here 11 or 12. And so we never get any of it. And if we do, it's been out for 4 or 5 hours, right? Alex Williams and I would eat it, but for the most part, it's been out too long. So what I wanted to do on Wednesday was I brought in food for all of us in the evenings that had to work Wednesday night. We had a spread, Thanksgiving spread, dressing, mixed vegetables, collard greens, turkey. We just had a nice Thanksgiving spread for all of us. My point of telling all of these stories is that what makes it so great to work at a place like 95.5 WSB is we all take care of each other. Like, we don't rely on the big wigs or management to look out for us. We will look out for each other. I'll give you another example. Last Friday was the food drive. Triple Team Traffic had their food drive. Mark Aram cash-apped a couple dollars to Alex Williams. Alex and I went into Publix and we bought some food for the promotions team and everybody outside, and we had food for everybody. Again, all of us as worker bees, and I call us worker bees, right? But Longoria, he's a worker bee still. He's management, but he's a worker bee. He's more worker bee than he is management. But I'm saying, my point is, and this is not to cast aspersions, it's a great management team here at the station, all the way up to the top. I'm just pointing out that at any corporation, any small business, any place that you work at, the workers will always take care of each other because we know what's going on, and we'll always look to take care of each other. And that's what makes it so great to work at this station, that we will always make sure we all have what we need to be happy. And with that, I want to say happy Thanksgiving weekend to Deborah Green, Longoria, my cousin Vinny, Stephanie, Cheryl Castro, Mary Jo. I just want to say happy Thanksgiving weekend to all of you here working and everyone listening. Thank you. I was mad when I got here, but I worked it out because I realized how much I love being here because of you guys and because of this audience. Ladies and gentlemen, God bless you. Have a wonderful weekend. I will be live tomorrow at 12 noon with the Car Guy Show. Next up, UGA football.